Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Of course, we are fashionably late as usual. Why would we ever be on time? Yes, I am hyped too. We had quite a bit of news, quite a bit. How's everyone doing out there? That's right. Show's about to start. Yes. I feel like Teen Zombie Chris. Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of in the middle between the two. Nah, you didn't miss out. You didn't miss out on much. I mean, we just got, a house announcement, tickets dropped, the whole chaos of tickets because, it wouldn't be Universal Studios without something going crazy with the tickets. I feel like every year this happens, and this year is no stranger to that. Yeah, this HHN is going to be one for the ages, hopefully. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. The new house sounds amazing. Yes, it's not. Yeah, of course. I was putting together things like literally 5, 10 minutes before the stream. So, yes, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so we got something big, obviously announced MegaCon, Halloween Horror Nights. I think my predictions are they're kind of on track. I mean, MegaCon kind of threw a wrench in there, but so far my predictions are kind of on the track. So hopefully they stay on track. Um, I'm hopefully waiting for Spooky Empire to get announced. I've been checking that like every single day, so I am really waiting on for that. And I love but yeah, I wanted to create something to kind of to fit the mood of our two lovely icons who are ruling the event this year. It's kind of funny because I was thinking about this today. The whole two icon thing, I guess you can say it goes back to um, our sinister and surreal being two icons, right? But then I also thought about the house dueling dragons and how that might play a role in this house of how they figured out things of having two icons, obviously two characters battling. You can also throw it back to Freddy versus Jason as well, because really you don't get two figures battling. You get like the humans and the monsters or whatever you want to call like that, or soldiers and creatures, but not too kind of villain esque. Or if you want to go even further, you can go Aliens versus Predator as well. But it'll be interesting how this one plays out. Yeah, two icons for the price of one. Yeah, feels like an old school. It does. It does. Definitely has those little touches. Um, it'll be interesting of how the carnival theme is set throughout. I it is very interesting when they say the conservatory. Sometimes you do feel it was, except for Club Horror. That's kind of the only breaking point. And I guess like the Toxic 20s didn't feel like it was the conservatory. I don't know too much about the theme relating to that, but we will see. Yeah, you never know. Texas Chainsaw could be in the works, could not. I mean, it's a very mystery to me what the final IP is. If it's not going to be Texas Chainsaw, it could be pretty much anything. It could be a past one. Maybe they throw in American Werewolf in London. I mean, that would be certainly a surprise for everyone. I don't think so, but you know, we'll have to wait and see on that one. It's going to be a big surprise, probably. Yeah, maybe the split path at the end. That would be interesting because I'm thinking a split path. Unless the final scene is the skull, with the two icons being on top, and we kind of go through the skull. We don't know what's on the other side of the skull. So I don't know if that's the end of the house or if there's a little bit afterwards, but split path. I mean, Horror Nights is known for doing that. So could come back. Oh, you got your premium screen ticket. Don't forget the discount. It's funny that you mention this. Where I gotta find this. How do I do this? So I'm so used to having a co-host. So forgive me if I'm stumbling or trying to uh, figure things. Obviously, in the moment. Yes. So how do I make this full? There we go. So let me know if you can still hear me. Hopefully, you can still hear me. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. If you can still hear me, good. Yes, so Premium Scream Night. Very interesting here. Horror Nights, who don't normally ever do this. Um, they did something unthinkable. Now, yes, you can say they did this because they felt bad, because it's good press, because maybe they want people to content creators, like myself, others, to come back to the event to showcase the event. And this works in our favor, sort of, right? Um, it's very interesting because the first year, a lot of us loved it so much. We rant, we rave, we told everyone go to Premium Scream Night, right? Then people decided to go. Horror Nights decided to up the capacity, put more tickets out there, and then they went last year, right? And didn't have a great time. Now, funny enough, I really blank out on Horror Nights. I forget the season. Like I live in the moment, but I really forget a lot of things afterwards. I forget like what night I did what houses, how many houses I did. By the end, I can't tell you how many times I did houses. But I did ask Dreamport, who went to Premium Scream Night with me for the first time. And I told him to send me our house runs for that night because I forgot what we did. The only thing I really remember, and that's in the video, the intro, is when we sat down while it was raining and we ate pretty much the entire Fallout booth. We got every single bit of food and all the drinks. I remember that correctly. Now, for that night, we did 14 house runs. So when everyone was complaining or saying that last year sucked, I didn't think it was that bad. Sure, it wasn't the first night. It wasn't the first time a premium scream night, and um, I will showcase that in a second. But it wasn't quite to that level. But it was certainly a great night. I think for us, 14 house runs, and just to run that down, we did Five Nights at Freddy's twice, Terrifier, Solo Run, which is interesting. I bring that up. Wyatt 6, El Artista, Hatchin' and Chains Dolls, Fallout 4 times, and Galkin 3 times. So, yeah, we ate quite a bit. Not literally the food, but the houses. So 14 house runs. We tried a lot of food here and there. I can't really complain about too much. Yes, it was a little more busier than it usually is, and the rain was awful, but that's out of Universal's control. We can't really fault them on the rain, but I had, as far as I can tell, a great time at Premium Scream Night. So this is an added bonus for me. For them, ducking off 75, I believe it's $75, if I'm not mistaken, off of the price. And for people to come back. Now, it's a smart play. Now, Universal, they didn't have to do this. They could have just said, hey, we're going to lower capacity, split it in 2 nights. And that could have been it. we could have just had a pass holder discount deal, which is $25. I'll happily take $75 off the ticket. So, and I talked with Wicked Thrills. If anyone in the chat, you should know Wicked Thrills. Um, they stated to me that this was the reason. Like when they saw that, that was kind of the push for them to be like, all right, we'll come back. We'll give it a try. So it is smart on Universal's play. So if you did go last year, what I would do is try to look up your email, try to look up your information from your purchase, and then give them a call. And they should be able to look up everything from there as far as like your name, your credit card information, or whatever you use. So um, you should be able to get anything from there from Premium Scream Night. So interesting enough, is anyone in the chat going this year? How do you feel about the 2 night split? It's very interesting because I don't want to spend more money, but I was thinking to myself, I would love to go to the Monday one just to check it out, just to see what it's like to go to Premium Scream Night on a Monday. I can't fathom how that would be. It's just weird in general to go to horror nights on a Monday because it's never on a Monday. So it would be interesting. It's very interesting. Now, see, the other thing I'm thinking of, and for the scare actors, would they be tired? Because you got to think this is in October. They've already worked so many nights. They've gone, what, that Wednesday, that Thursday, that Friday, that Saturday, that Sunday, and that Monday, 6 nights of working. You're going to probably get some tired zombies and tired monsters by that, like, middle of the night. Um, oh, oh, oh my gosh. Oh my God. Look who has entered the ring.
Surprise appearance. I heard monsters and I had to make an appearance. Hey,
Wow.
y'all.
You speak of the devil and you show, oh, okay. Conjuring the devil.
Figured I'd hop on. Can y'all hear me good? Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack your thing, but
No, you're good. You're good.
is it on
Perfectly.
is it sounding via the Yeti? Is it picking up on the mic over there?
I hear you.
You hear me good? Wow, that's
Yeah.
loud. Oh, sorry. Oops. Sorry. Hold on, let me turn it down a little
Am
bit.
I loud? I can never
Am I
tell.
loud?
We love to do the live streams, and we love to obviously have problems and occurrences. It wouldn't be us without that. Literally making videos right before. Oops.
Oh, wow.
Why did I do that?
Uh-oh.
What?
I didn't mean to hijack
What'd
the
you do?
show. Not even. I guess it knocked the internet out. I don't know if it knocked me out or if it knocked.
No, you should still be
No,
there.
I should be good.
I see you.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was watching the stream and I felt like you know thought I'd hop in.
So for anyone watching right now, this is like the first go around of Premium Scream Night of how limited and how dead it was. I mean, yes, there was staggering entry, which you're seeing right here is me waiting to go into the museum, and they're, sending a couple people in, and then you wait and a couple more people. This also could make the craziness. Now, as you've seen, like Insidious was never 5 minutes unless you're doing Stay and Scream. Major Suites, 10 minutes. It took
At the end of
literally
the night.
10, yeah, it literally took 10 minutes, which is pretty much the walk from the entrance to the house.
Oh man, missed that house. But yeah,
Anybody, everybody sounding good? Is
everybody's saying
keyboard
yeah. Am
sounding
I am I
fine?
good? Am I good? It was weird because I joined midstream, so I don't know if that changed the dynamics of it.
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
Okay, so live What did you say, Losh? I was peeping out of the corner of my eye. There we go. So good old Lodge TV. Check them out. I really think they technically will be the same capacity, but just split into two nights instead of one night.
Yeah.
Yes. Universal, they have a funny way of doing certain words on certain things. Like
Little
it's
love.
so funny to me, and it's very fascinating as a Horror Nights fan. And as a fan, I love to theorize and read into things for the fun of it. That's why we, take in the speculation season. It's all for the fun of it. So last year the first year of premium, they did staggering entrance, I guess is what you're calling it, or which meaning,
Staggered.
they ask how many is in your party. They wait a couple seconds, then they send, your group in. Then they might wait, about maybe a minute or so, and then send in the next group. Sometimes it equals out to a great house run. Sometimes you catch up to the people in front of you. Sometimes, the people who came in after you might catch up to you. It was never a guarantee that it was going to be no one, like no one in front of you, just a whole house by yourself. That's very rare. Now, me and Dreamport got that for Terrifier, but that was a super rare occurrence. I don't think
Yeah.
that whole night we had any. Did we have any solo runs besides Terrifier? I
We
mean, maybe
Five Nights at
Fallout or
Freddy's.
Gawkin, we might have had a little bit of a gap.
Freddy. Five Nights at Freddy's too.
Five nights, okay.
Because we hold on. Just am I good now? Because I lowered the audio on the site. So let me know in the chat because I know it said it was a little loud. But no, we did get our first run of Five Nights at Freddy's was solo. Well, yeah, the first I think both. No, the second one was not the first one. Terrifier was
Okay.
just luck because we happened to go technically before it opened, but the doors were open.
Okay. Yes.
I'm good now. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I should have planned better. I just ended up a little late, but yeah, 34507 with is
You
this
know,
this is with the 75, right?
this
This
is with the
with the like
discount.
previous because there's two you can get like
Yeah,
an annual pass discount, but then you also get if you bought last year the $75 off.
yeah. I think this is with the 75.
I mean that would
I
make
would assume with the tax, right?
yeah with the tax because keep in mind
It's
that
399.
that offer expires April 26th. So
Oh,
it's not going to be
that's
forever.
it. That's the
Said
good
that on the
note.
email. I had to ask because I did not read it in the email, and I was
Wow,
talking
people are gonna
to.
be like, "What the?"
So do that now if you guys are looking into using that discount.
Mm.
Also, shout out shout out to Brazil.
What? Wow. Hello, hello. Wow. Are you coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year? Because you picked the doozer right here. You picked the gear. Yes, $75, but only
Yeah,
for a
just one.
discount. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you want to do both nights, you can only use it for one of the two.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do two nights of this, which that was me also thinking about. I like again, I love looking at the numbers, the data, just being like, well, premium versus buy an express and a regular ticket, and then like if you're looking at like that October date, because at a price point, and Apple is known for doing this for their products, is a tier system. And I feel like Horror Nights is getting to that tier system where it's like you want the basic, that is just a single night ticket. You want to have that express, okay, so now you're paying this price. But if you want a little bit more, you can have that RIP tour, or
I
you
f-
can have a premium. The premium's less than what you would pay for an RIP, I assume.
Yes, because
So it's much less.
you also have to factor Universal Orlando does not include admission with RIP. Hollywood does, I believe,
Yes. Yeah.
but you're looking $400+ on top of a ticket for an RIP versus premium. I think is more akin to right. How much is your ticket? How much is your express? How much is your food? And for me,
Yes.
like if you're buying a single night ticket, you're looking at $100 at least,
Yeah.
1 to 120. It depends on what day, right? around the $110. Express is going to be a couple $100. So you're looking at about 300. And I know us, we ate probably $100 worth of food last year, probably,
Yeah,
and we
just
could
the
have probably
Fallout
done
booth
more.
alone.
Fallout booth alone, but we also did Five
WWE
Nights and
and
WWE,
Five Nights.
and
Yeah.
so we ate, and we ate like at that point we ate the whole menu off of like out of those places. We got everything except for the only thing I paid for was the Radaway sack thing, the blood bag,
That's right. Yeah.
and because that was a souvenir item. That's the thing. Souvenir items I don't think are included with premium like food. You still have to pay for that separately, and the alcohol. You have to pay
Yeah.
separately. So, because
Alcohol.
I got
Yeah.
that nasty drink and I spent, I mean, I didn't spend any on it because it was, well, I mean, I did at one point because I got from Mardi Gras. It was a Mardi Gras cards. We only got a week left. So if you want
Buy
to
'em
stock
up.
up, if
Buy
you're
'em up.
in the parks,
I
if you're
got
near.
mine locked and loaded.
Anyway,
So yes, you can use your annual pass for the second night.
yeah,
I
true.
believe so. Yeah.
True. Yeah, yeah. Because you're
Yeah.
using one discount for one, because you can't
Yeah.
stack them.
Because you
You use
can't
one for
stack
one.
them. That was my general thought, was like 75 plus the 20. But yeah, I know this thing that you
They
can't
won't let you
stack
do that.
coupons no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, Best Buy, Target,
Right.
Walmart,
That's it.
like it's always in the fine print. You can't. Very interesting enough how Horror Nights is so the same cloth, West Coast, East Coast, right? But yet things like this where it's like the ticketing system's a little different, right? Their RIP includes it. Our Orlando RIP does not. You have to buy your ticket. It's very weird and confusing. I don't know why they don't do one hard, like one thing between the two, but
Yeah.
I
I
guess
think
different
it's,
rules, different taxes, different things apply, I guess
yeah.
maybe.
And I think it's also because we have so many traveler, like tourists. Whereas people, like if I were to go to Hollywood, which I say it every year of like, oh, I want to go to Hollywood. Listen, with the way things are now,
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay
things
here.
have
I'm not trying to,
took a dramatic
yeah,
turn
I'm not
for
trying to,
this
not trying to
year.
spend, well, because everything's gonna go up, right? Like
Yeah.
flights are gonna get more expensive.
Oh yeah.
And so
Yeah,
with
you enjoy
how,
those fire towers in Hollywood when they're
yeah,
like, this year we're going a different route.
no, no. But for Hollywood, like if I were to go to Hollywood, and when eventually I go to Hollywood, when it does happen, I would go for the RIP
You'll be
because,
John Murdy when he announces like, this is my final year. I'm gonna be at every night saying hello
yeah,
and goodbye
yeah,
to fans.
I will have a personal walkthrough of a haunted house with you, and have a conversation with you and be in your video. Then I'll go. But no, I would do an RIP tour because Ticket Plus Express just do an RIP at that point, and they have exclusive experiences on
That's a good
RIP,
point.
exclusive photo ops.
Yeah,
That was my
and
plan
Hollywood
always.
is definitely for folks who are on the East Coast who never traveled to Hollywood. They are currently getting like where people are like excited for Fast and Furious coaster and what's ever happening in Lost Continent. Here, Hollywood is actually going through the biggest transformation they have done since the park is open, between the new
Yeah,
security hub, between the new hotels that are coming to their city walk, between city walk itself is like transforming right before our eyes there.
yeah,
Literally, there's new businesses all the time popping up. That, and then the park itself, obviously with Fast and Furious, there's a lot of stuff that's happening over in Hollywood. It's very
yeah.
interesting. It's starting to
It
turn into Orlando, like an Orlando park.
it's gonna be in the next 10 years. Hollywood is gonna be unrecognizable. I think between coaster, if we're looking at Simpsons, if we're looking at the sound stages, because we know that if they can allocate production elsewhere, they will demolish those sound stages to build more park stuff. Look at that. Look at the retaining wall thing the Jurassic Park experience they have in Hollywood now. That
That's right.
last year that was a mountain. That was a mound of dirt,
That's
and
true. They
now it's a
built,
spot they can use
and they could
for
do anything they
experience.
want there. They can pop up a building, a tent,
Yep. A
for
walkthrough
anything.
and
A walkthrough
immersive.
experience, yeah, a
Yeah.
scare
So
zone ish, something,
yeah.
or these little experiences. I mean, look at Hollywood had Fan Fest first. That's pretty big, because
Yeah.
usually Orlando's the one that gets everything kind of first, or the big ones.
Yeah. No, its characters go hard. I know. I know. trust me, this is one of the reasons why I really do would love to go.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hollywood, yeah,
That
for sure.
the ability to film in the houses, I think would be fun for like channel sake, but also like
Yeah.
stuff. But I think this is a segue into something that I've already booked, you've already booked, Unmasking the Horror tour.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Unmasking the Horror tour. And,
Yes. So I booked. Which month master are you going to do first? So we usually typically, and I hijacked Dreamport. you normally would do. You normally like. You never thought about doing the early tours, right? Or were you always on board? Like, yes, I'll do this. Like, this is
I,
cool.
the
Or were
first year
you
I didn't
initially
do.
like I don't know if I want to see the houses or.
The first year I was, but also I didn't do any tours that year. So like I
Mm,
regret we're not taking any tours regardless because I think the six house tour would have been a lot of fun. But last year I did both, and the year
mm,
before 2023 when we saw Oddfellow last, I did that tour because that was an excellent tour because it was Last of Us, Darkest Deal, and Oddfellow. Great tour,
mm.
and
Wait a minute, that was the six, right?
that was the three house tour for that year.
What? Oh, oh yeah,
That
because they
was a
weren't doing
premiere
the early tours.
because
That's
they weren't
right.
doing the early tours yet. That was the year before they did
Oh
that
man.
because they did because it was Darkest Deal, Oddfellow, and Last of Us, and then the other one was Monsters Unmasked, Chucky, Stranger Things, Blood Moon, Yeti, and Dueling Dragons, which was
I,
also a great tour.
I guess that brings up a big kind of topic of people because I know a lot of people they're interested in doing the tours, but just like this comment, uh, they feel like the tours ruin the houses. So when we see them early before we have opening weekend, it a lot of people have this sort of idea of like it spoils it. And I can tell you,
Yeah, I want to
yes
know.
and
I
no.
want to know.
It's a yes and no situation. For me, in my brain, I literally will forget it. Like, and houses do not look the same. We can testify, you
Yeah,
testify.
yeah.
The ghost house. Why am I blink? I blink out on names.
Which one?
The house we saw last year, and we
Grave
were
of
like,
Flesh.
yes, that. Sorry, I don't know
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I said
yeah.
ghost house.
The
Grave
grave
of
grave
Flesh.
flesh. Yeah.
Seeing that house with the lights on is so dramatically different of a feeling when you're in
True.
there at nighttime. The lights are the show lights are running, the sound, scare
Yeah,
actors.
there's.
It's a different feeling seeing the house between day and night. You won't remember certain things or certain scares because there's not an actor in there or there's not a certain effect going off. So for me, I feel like I forget. Like I'll see the stuff and it's cool, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's cool. That's neat. That's this." But then I don't remember. Like Hatch and Chains, I don't remember what that house looked like from the unmasking to when we saw it on premium. No clue.
Interesting. I feel like this is a good alternative where it's like do the house then do the unmasking. I know a lot of people that will
Yes.
do it after. Like
Yeah.
when I'll talk to people on the tours, they'll go, "Oh, last night was our night. We did RIP last night, or we did all the houses. You know, we either were pet frequent fear or we, are coming on a trip." I
Mm-hmm.
always recommend. I think it's great once you've done the houses because you can, again, be having the more familiarity. Because I did normally I do the six house tours kind of late. Last year I did it. I think the earliest that because usually six house tours. I've done three six house tours. Last year I did it end of September. The year before I did it like the end of October. I think the both the years prior I did the end of October. So it was like way till the end of the event, right? And they add stuff, they change stuff. Fallout, we did that with the six house tour once they had added things. Like they, for example, for those who went to the house last year, in the super
Mm-hmm.
duper mart scene, they had ghouls banging on windows.
Yeah.
They broke those windows mid, like the second, third week of the event. When I saw it with the unmasking, it was already the change versus when you
Oh.
went the first week, right?
Yeah.
So that's the case, and that is especially the case when it's early, because they're still sometimes adding
Yeah.
stuff.
Between
Last year,
first week and second week is is kind of the start because they iron out details. They see what worked, what didn't work, what they need to alter in a scene.
Yeah, and with the early tours, like I feel like from 2024 to 2025, they even were better with making sure the early tours felt complete. Like I didn't walk through Grave or Dolls or Hatchet and go, "Oh, there's something missing here," or "There's some scene they're gonna add," or something that they're like, "Yeah, this isn't done yet." Like it was all pretty much done. That's why I think they usually do go with originals first because of the fact that like originals they iron those out early, the details are done early, and they don't have to worry about last minute changes or things that have to get shipped in or something that needs an approval from a third party.
Whoops.
It happens. So yeah, I think with that being said, we're doing first day again, the Unmasking Three House tour.
Yep.
So we're doing that again. And don't worry, like I know for myself, I'm not gonna spoil. I'll put up warnings
Oh
when
yeah,
I
yeah,
talk about it.
yeah.
I'm not gonna purposely ruin it for you. I'm not gonna throw it in a thumbnail. I'm not gonna do that for you guys because I know
we're,
a lot of you
we're not
do.
gonna cause the controversial,
Yeah, no, we're
thumbnail
not
of
doing that.
like, check out the facade.
Yeah, no, we're
No,
not
no,
doing
no,
that.
no, no,
We're not doing that. What?
no.
Well, I do want to talk about it because I know there are plenty of people who, and I think this also is a thing. Like for us, not as much because we like the houses, right? Like we love the event and the houses. But I know, speaking from personal experience, I know I've been with people who like they go from the unmasking tour into the houses. Like it's a way to get people warmed up to doing a house, right? Like it's like okay, I see what the lights on. I know for me that's how I did it with the bug house. I didn't do bugs until after I'd done it on lights on, and it helped make it a little less scary because I was very scared of that house to begin with. Not because of the bugs, but because of the feelers. I don't like feelers. I don't
Oh
like
yeah,
being
yeah.
touched and no.
No,
Anyway,
no, 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 no.
but yeah. So yeah, we're doing that. I'm excited. I loved last year
Should
was a
be
lot of fun.
interesting.
It's just fun because it also gets kickstarted HHN early. Like it feels like you're
Yeah,
like in HHN mode
yeah. Even though it's
early.
like the week before, you're like, man, this the feeling. Like, I would
Yeah.
love to just been like on a full 2 week vacation, and like that's the start of it, where you're like,
Sure.
man, I do this
Sure.
unmasking, I soak that in, and then the very next weekend I'm in that house. Like, it's
Yeah.
a
Which I
good
mean it is.
question. Now, it's
Kind
very
of.
tricky. It's very, very tricky
Kind of.
because soundstage houses, no, because you can't
Yeah,
film
you
in the soundstage.
yeah.
Outside houses, so tents, parade building,
No.
depending on like if you
Depending
want to
on
film
but
the building itself, yes, but they are very strict. Like as soon as you get up to that entrance, they're going to be like phones away.
yeah.
Especially like Hatchet and Chains is what I think about, because you
Yeah.
want to film all the stuff for Hatchet and Chains, the granny, you want to film the bodies, the horse, all that stuff. But once you get to that, like, was it like maybe 2 3 feet from the entrance? I would
I
say.
mean, once you hit the team member, like once you hit the
Yeah,
team member that's there, they're like, all right,
yeah.
put your
They'll
phones
want
away
to
from
put
this
your
point forward. You
phone,
can't film anymore.
especially like the thing like if you have a phone or Osmo or something, you can quickly like, film, and then poop, put it in your pocket. But if
Yeah.
you got
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
camera, that's the worst shit
It's
because they're
harder.
like, put it away, and you're like fumbling,
Be-
like, oh, I gotta put it in my bag, and so
it's
it's like, yeah,
it's tough because technically, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I think it is also the fact that like technically this is a scare actor now. Like it's because I know for me, like for museum, for example, which was in the same
mm,
spot, they didn't have a problem with me filming all the way up until the entrance because there was nobody out there. There was no scare actor out there, and I don't think they want people hooting and hollering and pointing and doing all kinds of
yeah,
how people are with social media to a scare actor out in the open. I think that might be a part of it. That is just a guess. I don't know, but
yeah,
but I know like I said, museum. I had no problem filming up until the turn point, and then once I saw the team member at the end there, I was like, all right, put my phone away. Darkest Deal was kind of the same thing, where it was like
yeah,
after a certain point, Yeah, and I'm only saying for those locations. The one that was weird was the one time that Fast and Furious for Major Suites had a facade because they didn't mind you take pictures of the facade.
Yes.
Once you again turn up and even start to go up inside, they were like, okay, now it's put your
Or
phone
you,
away
or,
like it would be
or you
normal.
have that golden moment where it's a switch out and you get caught at the
Oh
facade. So
yeah,
then
you
you're like,
get a
sweet,
static
this is
shot.
perfect. Like I'm just gonna sit here for like a minute while the scare actors
Yes.
switch out. Perfect. Perfect.
But yeah, so I would say sound stages, sprung tents, like even the new sprung tents, they don't really do anything for those. Like they don't. I mean, they don't
Put
really do
anything
that.
on the
They
outside.
put a
Not
picture
since
of the
Goblin or
proper,
Goblin.
yeah, which was the one time they did it. I'd say after if you can, like if it's
Yeah.
possible, after is the
It
recommended way to do it.
what I would say too is if you skirmish and if you are not used to Horror Nights, or like maybe this is your first year or second year and you're still kind of like it's too kind of terrifying, scary, I would say you can do it before just to kind of like see what the house looks like. Maybe you get accustomed to how it looks, it's not so scary, and then you go through. um, I would say that's the only caveat I would think of. um, because sometimes people go with like their kids, and the kids are really terrified if they step into a house and
Yeah,
it's dark and loud noises, versus like, hey, come check out the tour and you can see it with the lights
yeah,
on. It's kind of
yeah,
fun. And then maybe
yeah,
if you feel okay, we can come back type of thing. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Any
it's interesting enough.
thoughts on
I
trivia
didn't
store
have this
location?
pulled up, but Universal, and once again, this is like a theme tonight with press releases and wording. Now,
Oh,
any thoughts on the Tribute Store location? Which is funny. I was reading, I believe, in their press release, which a lot of people just don't read the press release. They'll read what's on the website. But it states
sure.
highly themed multiple locations. And I took that as like, I don't know if you guys are saying there's like, is the front store a theme, like the one in City Walk? Or are you
Probably.
including islands? Because that is a highly
I
themed
mean,
store,
yeah.
but
I
it's
mean,
kind of
if they do
cheesy.
an
But
if they do an overlay for it like they did for the last
yes, because it
when they
looks
did
very
Oddfellow,
Oddfellow-ish.
sure. I think like I think
Because people
I
are
think
saying,
they're not
with
going to
the
put it
Irish
back.
store going away, like
No.
maybe. I'm like, no,
I don't think they're going to put it
no.
back there. I think last year was and it was an experiment. I don't think it
One and
worked.
done.
I don't think yeah, I think that was a one and done. I think it's either put it back or take it to Hollywood and put it in Hollywood. They know how to do that location.
Yes, yeah, and plus, yeah, it'll be gone by April. Yeah, that's plenty of
Mardi Gras will
time.
be done now. Mardi Gras is almost done. Mardi Gras is only
Because I
got
don't
like a week left.
they haven't really announced a summer thing, which they would have already, I think, announced that by now to
Yeah,
get ready
or it would
for
be
like May.
something that would be teased.
Yeah,
They would at least tease it.
at this point.
I think there's two comments kind of talking about the new stay and scream, the fact that it's 12 hours, 2 to 2, and the new scream early changes.
Well, what's funny you mentioned that,
Uh-oh.
because here we go. So I've had all this stuff. This is what I was preparing for today. Because this, my friends, let me take this off. Let me just tell you, I have gone down the rabbit hole on this thing. And let me rephrase that. I have gone down the twilight zone of thinking about this.
Uh-oh.
And this could be nothing. It could be a nothing burger. It's just talk in the fog, right? Or this could be the biggest, craziest change I think Horror Nights has done in a long time. If this went that pathway, right? I've been thinking about this and theorizing and just going down just crazy paths of like, what if? What if? We don't
Yeah.
know. Because Universal, and a lot of people do not know this, and this information is never public. If you don't know, Horror Nights is really one big event at studios, but it is ran by different departments. There's so many working departments in it. Like, I was thinking about this. Like, the person that draws the art on the t-shirt is not the person that is selling the t-shirt in the store. There's a merch department. There are A&D. People that design the house are not the same people designing like the pizza you're going to eat. It's all different departments. The people that run stay and scream operations is different than the people that are selling the tickets. All different departments. They all work together. So what I mean by that is when you talk to someone on the phone and you say, "Oh, team member such and such said it wasn't," he's only going, sometimes he or she might be going by their knowledge or what was told to them by their management, but that could be totally different than the information that is from someone else in a different department. Um, Unless Universal confirms this themselves, comes out with a actual message and confirms this or denies it or whatever, I'm still not believing anything until opening weekend, and people are going to be like, "Holy crap, it's true! Like, this is crazy." So what you don't know, if you don't know, Scream Early Ticket has always just been a regular funny ticket, right? Um, Wait a minute. I will put it up. So, have you ever done the Scream Early ticket before?
I've
You've
always
never done
had,
it.
I've always had a
it
pass since I've been
it's
going to HHN.
it's funny. I've actually did it. I did it a long time ago when it was first. I think when it first came around, I did it. Just because I think back then, for some reason, I don't think I had a pass, so I brought the ticket and did it once, but that was a long, long, long time ago. So, um, do you want to explain what Scream Early is to folks?
Yeah. So Scream Early basically is like it is if you have a ticket to the park, so that's an annual pass, even if you have like a multi-day ticket or just a single day ticket, if you have a regular ticket to the park away inside of Universal Studios normal operations and you also have an HHN ticket, you don't need it, right? You can get in with it. That's something that I feel like has to be repeated every single year. We have it, and everybody's so kind of, am I good for staying scream? Am I good for staying scream? If you have a way inside the park, you don't need it, and you have an HHN ticket. Now,
Yeah,
if you just have an HHN ticket and you don't have, and you only have bought for Halloween Horror Nights, you can do this add-on that allows you to get inside of the park. Previously, it was 3 to 5. Now it is 2 to 5. Now
2 to 5.
2 to 5. Stay and scream, scream early. It's all different. I get so frustrated that's two different names because it's so
Yeah,
confusing. But let's say you bought this ticket. You get to go inside 3 hours early. 5 p.m. That's when the gates close for everybody.
yeah.
Talking, if
And
you
they
have a
tell
scream early
you
ticket,
there's no refund.
if you have if you have a pass, if you have any kind of admission that I mentioned, if you're good for stay and scream, be in the park by 5. Even if you come in at 4:59, as long as you're in the park by 5, you're good. You're set. Now, last year what they did was they did the wristbands, which was basically go to a couple pickup locations, you get a wristband, and then you can roam around. You can get in line for houses. You can do whatever. You're in the park. You're good. Let security know, hey, you're good. You don't have to worry about it. Hoping, and I'm probably guessing this year is probably going to be the same. There's been no confirmation of that yet. But Scream Early, it is really interesting. Now, 3 p.m. to 5. Do not look at that price because that is from last year.
Yes, but
$55
the
from
most
last year.
important part of that is the early park access. Now,
Yeah.
that part has changed a little bit in the wording, which has caused the hugest, most talked about thing, even bigger than Jack in Oddfellow. I feel like I see a post about this probably every day on Reddit or Facebook
Yeah.
groups, and it is like 60 comments, 70 comments of well, I think it's this, or I think it's that, or like, people are reading too much into it. And yes, that could be very much true. Horror Nights themselves. So this year, what it says, Scream early ticket. It says the most important part here in the part we're talking about, it says tickets, Halloween Horror Night event ticket to start your screams early with access to at least three haunted houses. That's it's it's kind of some weird wording going on there. If I was a regular guest and I had no clue what Stay and Scream was, because it's very funny that Stay and Scream is a thing,
Yeah.
but Horror Nights never uses those words. They never advertise the words Stay and Scream, do they? Like, do
Um,
they say like, "Oh, with your ticket, you can go to
no.
Stay and Scream or participate"?
No.
It's kind of like this known lingo between like the fans and pass holders and regular
It's
attendants.
it's used, but it's not like I don't think it's on anything official. But like Scream
Official,
Early is official because it's called the
yeah.
Scream Early ticket, but it doesn't say you can do Stains. That's why I say it's like I think it might have been called Stain. Like they might have had that and it just stuck, and then they have the Scream Early, and now it's
Like it,
complicated because
I
there's two
think
different things.
the only thing they've said is probably on some kind of like upgrade ticket where it's like stay in the park and enjoy the screams or something like that.
Yeah,
Maybe something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And
yeah. I
people
know the
ran
billboards.
with.
Yeah, no, it is. It's true. That I mean, they had that coming into City Walk last year.
Okay. And so, again, I went down the rabbit hole because I read that and I was like, that's simple enough, but it could be stay and scream, right? Now, when you look at these two separate things, same ticket, notice the picture, same thing, but they're on different things. Whether one is on the website, one is when you're buying your ticket. The one states get access to at least three haunted houses starting at 2 p.m. Same thing, is just kind of worded slightly different. Now, when I went down even further of reading on the press release, I read on, let me see, on, and if this went down that road, Dreamport, how crazy do you feel this would be, or would it just be just business as usual?
I think it'll
If
be.
it was allowing people to go to three haunted houses early, that early.
I think it changes game plans. I think that that's part of it. I feel like, and I'm gonna go right. I'm looking at the comments here, so I'm looking at that as I'm responding to this. I'll get to those in a moment. But entering a haunted house at 3 or like or 2, sorry. Access. Okay, let me phrase this. Access to haunted houses at 2 p.m. and walking through the haunted house at 2 p.m. Two different things.
That's
You
true.
got access to haunted houses at 4 p.m. last year. Don't mean you're walking inside of haunted houses at 4
Yeah,
p.m.
because you're
It opened
waiting.
at 5:15
Yeah,
now or
but they open up the
5:45.
gates or
Open up the
the
queue.
area. Yeah,
Yeah, the queue. Starting at 3, you can get in the line to get in the line to get in the line. But that doesn't mean anything, right? So I think until we figure out what the specifics are, I would say hold off on
buying tickets, planning. Yeah,
hold off on planning. I mean, buy your Scream early. Always gonna recommend Scream early. Always gonna recommend Scream early because that brings up a point is you
no, I
it's
was thinking about that too,
it
but
it doesn't but the thing is okay, and we could tell from last year, from last year, we went last year. When those gates open up, you ain't hopping in a haunted house line. That's when it starts to get crazy.
yeah,
What you utilize Stay and Scream to knock out a couple haunted houses, even if you hit one or two, that's one or two more that you're hitting fresh into the event, right? It you can like because for me, okay, let's look at last year. Let me go over my Stay and Scream strategies. And Albert, I think also because they upping the price, I think it's because of the extra hour you're getting.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that they're trying to price out people, because pass holders have always had access to Scream Early because
Yeah.
you are going into the park. If you have a way into the park and you have a Halloween Horror Nights ticket, it benefits you. It'd be different if
Yeah,
they
this is
said
not
this is
Hollywood where it's an add-on ticket, but it's at least like what, $20,
yeah
$25
that
or
you have to
something.
pay, because I'm not sure how Hollywood works in this regard, but
It's
I
so
think
you buy the ticket and you get access to the lower lot houses.
right.
So any day that we went to Hollywood and we were going, let's say like 2 days, a Friday and a Saturday, we would pre-plan in buying their, I guess,
Yes.
Scream Early ticket to be able to go down to the lower lot house because we know it's the big house, the
and
soundstage
that's
house.
and that's who it's for. It's for the people who are traveling that
Hmm.
don't, or like for Albert, I know you're mentioning you're coming over this year. It's for someone like yourself, right? Not saying that you need to buy it, but I'm saying like for people that are traveling, anybody who's coming to the event.
Yeah.
But pass holders, not just pass holders, but people just with a regular day ticket, because let's say you go in, you're going into, you have a ticket bought for Universal, whether it's a one park ticket or even, park to park, if you have whatever else, right? If you have some kind of a ticket bought, you're in the park already and you're like, hey, I want to check out this Horror Nights thing. Like, I don't know what this is about. Let me see. I've seen the posters everywhere. You buy a ticket and it's rewarding you for basically having another entry into the park. So I think it is the idea of why it's more money, because also too, this is, if you have an HHN ticket, this is a killer way to see the park because this is so much cheaper than just a regular Universal ticket. You're
Yeah.
gonna go. Let's take the haunted houses out of it. Let's say I want to go ride ET or Simpsons or or not Men in Black. Men in Black is open during HHN, but like rides that
Yeah.
are not open during Halloween Horror Nights. This is a way to do so. That's why it also says enjoy the iconic attractions that you love in the description, because that's also a dual purpose. It's not just
Yeah.
haunted houses. Haunted houses are going to be the best way to do it. Now, circling back, I'm gonna let you know my stay and scream strategy, and this was tried and true. I did this almost every night. Get my wristband at some point before 4 o'clock. At some point, because I know 4 o'clock the gate next to Minion Mayhem is going to open, and they're
Hmm.
going to start letting people in. Both of those houses back there open at 5:15.
Yeah.
Get my wristband. Yeah, like even at 3, 3:30, 3:45, whatever. Boom, wristband in there. What? Born Stuntacular, bro. Okay.
Uh-oh. Don't say it.
Okay.
What? Did they announce something?
No,
Is
no,
it
no, no, no,
closing?
no.
Please don't
I'm
tell me
not.
this.
I'm not
Gosh,
not
please
listening to
don't do
him.
this.
Go
I
to
will
bed.
drive to the park.
Bro. Okay. Wristband. Going back. Not hitting Five Nights at Freddy's. Hitting the wide six. Opens up at 5:15. Wide six. Inside. Weather protected. Air conditioned.
Oh yes.
Sit down.
Sweet.
Good scenery
Yeah.
during Stay and Scream. Okay.
The only thing
You're
I was
distracting me.
missing
You
was for
distracted
them
me.
selling that carrot dog
Carrot dog.
in the line. The
Carrot
the
cake.
rabbit. The carrot cake.
Not the carrot dog. That's the one from
No,
Epic.
I don't want that. The
So
carrot
anyway,
cake. If
I'm
they
getting distracted.
sold that in the line.
Let's say I get there at 4. I'm going right in. Boom. I'm hitting up near front of the line, near one or two switchbacks. By 5:20, I'm in that house. I'm already done. One house down. 5 o'clock. Okay. Gates open at 6 or 6:30. Back of the park. Hatch and Chains opens at 5:45. Knocked that one out. Dolls opens at 6. Oh, and at this time, Fallout opened at 5:15, but that should be dipping now. So I head over to do that. I've done 4 or 5 houses by 6:30. No express. No express.
Wow.
It's a killer way to do it. Now, obviously, seasoned strategist. Okay, I did this. I tested. I tried different things. Even if you are only hitting 2 or 3 of those houses,
Yeah.
hey, that's a third. 3 houses is a third of the lineup. You're done before the park even opens, right? So it, especially if you have a house that you're like, I need to see this. Terrifier,
Yeah, big
Five
IP house
Nights,
or something.
a Stranger Things, a Ghostbusters, a something like massive, a Jack and Oddfellow, right? You're like, I need to make sure I see this, and I don't want to wait in a crazy line for this house. That's when you use stage screen for it. And now, keep in mind, this is true. This is true. Sometimes the houses are not fully staffed. This is true. And that is the
True.
risk you take. And that goes for Hollywood
Yeah.
as well. Hollywood,
Yep.
Orlando, it's the same deal. Because you're going in basically as the first cast is getting warmed up. People might show up late. People might
Yeah.
be running late
They're
with
sitting in the
makeup.
makeup chair.
It
Yep.
happens. It happens. So if you're someone who doesn't want to take that risk, no worries. But also, you are in the perspective of so many other people. And this is true. This is also
Mm-hmm.
true.
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah, you said that.
Food.
Stay and scream, go grab some food. Yeah.
This is the way I tried that the mozzarella stick without waiting in
Mm-hmm.
a line at all. I did it during Stay and Scream. All the food. I got Five Nights at Freddy's food, no line, because it was during Stay and Scream. If you have a way of doing Stay and Scream, usually I recommend if let's say you're here for 2 or 3 nights, you're here for a weekend, use your first Stay and Scream to do houses, and then maybe night two, go in and do food and try food with Stay and Scream, or do a mix. I used to do that too. I would do a house, I'd do Y6, and then I'd pop over and be like, oh, I kind of want to get some cram tots. I kind of want to get some Radaway. I kind of want to get some corn dog here and there
Yeah.
one time. So it can happen, and I think that if you have an extra hour, I think it changes a lot operationally that we have no clue yet. That we are gonna. It is a wait and see kind of thing.
That is true. Because even when you look on this one, which is on the press release, guests can add the Scream Early ticket to their Halloween Horror Nights admission to enjoy access to Universal Studios Florida park attractions and select haunted houses starting
Yeah.
at 2 p.m. before the event officially starts. It's very funny with the whole select
Yeah.
haunted houses because Stay and Scream initially is whatever you want to go to. You can wait. Like I waited in Galkin, and Galkin didn't open up until much later. Whenever those areas open, you can technically wait. You don't have to go to the first house that opens.
Yep.
Just generally, most people do because they just want to do something first or, like knock something out. So the whole select in three haunted houses, what they're saying, that's the weird part for me, which is like, why would you say three? Like, why is it a definite three unless you're doing something to where I was thinking like if they allowed it, if somehow they went down that path and they're like, look, we're going to entice people to buy the Scream Early ticket and we're going to only grant you Scream Early ticket people access to this house early, right? Before pass holders get it, before anybody else, right? If it went down that path, the three select haunted houses, how would you separate, who's going to go in, who's not? Unless the Scream Early people have a different wristband or there's a different entrance and they're checking tickets. I would think you get access to the hub. And if it was
Yeah.
a big IP this
Yeah.
year, like let's say uh, Chaos,
Yeah.
was it Chaos and Control?
Chaos and control. Yeah.
If you add that in two other big IP houses, maybe in the soundstage area, and you're like, look, hey, Scream Early people who have the ticket, y'all get to go into the hub and go into these three haunted houses early. Holy crap. That would just change the narrative of like telling people what to buy. Because if I was doing the math on that, if you're going a single night and you, like you said, a ticket's like $100, this is like $70, that's 170. Sure, you can buy express, but think about it, express is like 150, 160
If not more.
usually in average, or
Depends on the night.
200.
Yeah.
And that's not including your ticket, so you're paying like maybe 200 and like 80, 70. So
Crazy.
like this could be a much cheaper option if it worked that way. If, you know, they have access to the haunted houses.
I think I think too though, Stay and Scream used to be like three houses.
Mm,
Before last year, it was like Ghostbusters, Insidious, and Quiet Place.
yeah.
Or Stranger Things, Dueling Dragons, and Exorcist. And then everything else opens later. Last year was the same. White 6, Five Nights, and Fallout open at 5:15.
Mm,
Then you're gonna get Terrifier at 5:30. Then you're gonna get Hatchet and Chains at 5:45 as well as Gawk. And
yeah.
then at 6 o'clock it's everything else. I see it more like that, where it's just like
Okay.
we're gonna open a couple houses early. Houses we're
Yeah.
expecting to have a longer line, or whatever houses we're expecting to hit capacity, whatever it might be. Because I think the whole Five Nights hitting capacity at Stay and Scream thing kind of changed a lot of like, oh
They're
crap,
like, oh crap.
like we have to change it. Yeah, I think this is what I'm saying is like it's less of I think it's less cut and dry. Three houses as a minimum. I'm sure as we get closer they might iron out which three, if not five, if not four,
Ah,
if not more.
thank you,
You know,
Losh.
like it I think that's what it is. So yeah, this is like the times from previous. So yeah, I think that's what we're looking at. It's not as much like
It's not like
it's
if you
not
brought the Scream early
changing.
ticket and you're walking in, you're like, man, there's no one here. Like,
Yeah,
because no one
no.
brought this ticket. Holy crap!
Nah.
Like, this is crazy. Now, what
Yeah.
if it was? It would definitely change depending on the houses. Like, if it was the three big ones, or like, you know, the big, obviously, anniversary, well, not anniversary, but the big icon house, and then two IP houses that we figured out were always busy, like long lines, and this offered that way, maybe. But this wouldn't be beneficial for pass holders. It wouldn't be beneficial for
Regular guests
regular
that
daytime
are just
guests. Yeah,
showing up and doing it. Yeah.
yeah,
I think that's what it is because you got to consider it's not just annual pass people. There are people, we see them. I'm sure you guys are in the chat too. Overseas. They'll come and buy a ticket package and be here for 2 weeks and they will
yeah.
and they will go for Horror Nights. Or people who are coming and making a trip out of it. And it's not just like people that are coming to see the park and in that too. So I think like that's the case. Is it's not when we talk about pass holders, it's not as much like annual pass holders only. It's like people who are coming here and going to experience the parks and Halloween Horror Nights. It's not like as much of I'm here just for HHN because while we're here mostly for HHN, there are plenty of people who plan their yearly trip or every couple years around the event happening, and they want to see Epic, they want to see Islands, they want to see Studios, and so that's what matters as long as you have an admission to studios.
So,
But yeah, I think I think yeah.
just a side question on that, and I just thought of that. Like, okay, does when you so you have to be in studios, right? So, like, if you brought a 1 day ticket and you're at Epic and you're like, oh, I want to go do Horror Nights, that doesn't work. Like,
Not
technically,
for
right?
Stay and Scream.
Because Horror Nights takes place at studios and you have to
Yep.
have a studios
You have to
ticket,
have
I would
admission
assume.
in into studios
Okay.
for HHN. If it's a ticket with like let's say
A
you
two
you
park.
were park to
Okay.
park, yeah. If you have a two park and you spent the morning at Islands, and you're like, oh, well, let's go to studios for Horror Nights. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just want to get
That's
that
yeah.
information because it can get a little confusing now that we have three parks and then multitude of tickets, and
Too many
there's literally single day tickets, park to park tickets. There's the five
passes.
day. What's the? Is it the 5 day consecutive
Yeah,
ticket thing where you can just go to
so
any
many.
park whatever day? So is that one park each day? Like, or can you? You
You
can't hop,
can.
right?
You
Oh,
can. It depends on what you buy. And I know other
okay.
third party sites have their own. Like I know like the
Wow,
UK
it's
folks have
just
their
so
own kind of
so.
tickets. All
Oh
y'all need to
man,
know is you need to have a ticket to studios and you're
Ticket to
good.
studios.
And a Horror Nights ticket. That's it.
Yes, both in conjunction. The question was, how do you enter the sound stages? In this lovely video, hopefully y'all can still hear us. It's called The Hub. I think that's what we dubbed it. I don't know if that's the official name. I called it The Hub, but this is how it is. It's very open. It's wide spaces. You just walk back there. Um,
Oh my
I
god. I'm
really
so
wish they
glad you
had
filmed
like a
this.
food booth back there. Yes, I just,
I'm
it was
so
so
glad you
funny
filmed
because this was a
this.
solo mission. I literally was like, oh, I have nothing else to do. And I was like, I need to film the hub just to document what it's like. So
what did you film this
I
on?
ran over there. iPhone, baby. I walked over there, filmed it with my
Man.
phone.
I
Yeah.
have to do that.
Um,
This will be the year of damn. Oh
Sometimes I
god,
just want to show the chaoticness of
I
how it
do
is because
not miss this shit.
it is crazy back there. The hub, my God, it's just nothing but people everywhere. So that's how it is. You essentially look at the signs and you walk to your area or wherever you're going, and then you line up for the house. So that is the hub. He said, "I do not miss this." Oh man. Sometimes it
It
was
had its
cool. Sometimes
pros. It had
occasionally.
its pros. It
Yeah.
I will say I think it's because I'm in that point of the year, but I'm feeling nostalgic.
Oh,
I'm just like, damn,
the
man.
sights, the sounds, the
I'm gonna say
smells.
yeah. I will say I loved some. I liked. Now I will say, and I said this in my video talking about the hub. I like the idea that all but Terrifier and a little bit of Five Nights, but mostly in Five Nights. Five Nights,
This,
Five Nights Grave, WWE all covered, all inside,
yes,
except for Terrifier,
because
which
it
was in
makes
that
sense
damn
with
parking lot.
Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah,
open
that
parking lot.
was just
I don't
weird.
understand. We did that for so many years of like
And
line up in the open parking lot.
and Grave was the weirdest one of any house queue I've ever been
You could
in.
hear it. You could hear the house
So
on the
weird.
other side, and then you could see people leaving it, and it
It
would be
was
like,
weird.
and you like see it was so odd. Yes, the hub is due to the construction for Rip Ride Rocket. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, pretty much exclusively for that,
pretty
for
much.
the
Yeah.
new Fast and
But
Furious
what's
coaster.
so funny is I think it was like, I don't want to say a blessing in disguise, but it was cool for them
Oh
to think
shit!
of how can we do something with the construction going on. But now I think it's just going to be a regular thing. Like they can build upon it if they wanted to. Like you said, my first idea was like if they weren't using a soundstage, that you can open it up to just be a chill spot, like where you go in there and maybe they have seating, maybe they have alcoholic drinks or food
Mm-hmm.
booths or something.
Yeah,
Because they do that in general when they have events. Like they'll open up a soundstage. Like I think Orlando Informer had like food and drinks and stuff served, or like where
yeah,
they have the other soundstage in the back, 33, where it usually says "Welcome to Halloween Horror Nights." So they can
yeah.
do stuff like that, but yeah,
I think, and
you
I
have a
want to
smile
answer
on your
this,
face.
and then I figure because he keeps texting me. Um, the Q to Q, yes and no. There are parts of it that is yes. There are parts of it that is hell no. The exit of Terrifier leading into the entrance of Grave of Flesh. Why did we design it like that? Um, the like, damn. Sorry, I keep getting
Ooh,
messages, and it's blasting in my ears. Um, yeah, I do want to say I feel like kind of the last thing for now on the hub because I feel like we still have yet to talk about the house really. But Q to Q, it depends. It depends. I think I got used to it by the end, which will be good to go back to. But I'm have a feeling they're gonna change it again. Like they're gonna throw some monkey wrench thing in there at the end as we get closer and So yeah.
Yeah, food trucks in the hub. Yeah, that would be crazy.
What night of premium should I go? Either one. I mean,
Which, oh, you said which night?
the first night's gonna be like content creator night. So if you're a fan of that, if you want to meet creators, that's the time to go. But if you're looking for like, I think closer to the spooky experience, I feel like the October, because it's real close to Halloween. It's like the week before Halloween.
Yeah, it is. I thought it was like, is it
Yeah,
October 19th, right?
19.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
on Monday,
Okay.
which is weird.
Wow. Yeah, that's why I was like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if the actors would be tired by then, but
I
it's
know
kind of late
I
when
know
you
I'd
when
be.
you're into it. Like we're done.
I mean, but also that's when I feel like sometimes the actors get more fired up because it's like they're like, oh, we're almost done.
Mm,
Like it's right before
yes,
Hell Week. It's like right before Hell
the
Week.
last push.
Yeah,
And
but yeah,
so you said you wanted to.
yeah. I
Is
feel
that
like let's talk about the house.
the house? You mean this?
Oh damn.
We're back.
Damn.
They are. Wow, they're back.
It's
I
too
know Horror
loud.
Nights can't cuss, but I want them to say a couple cuss words. We're back, bitch. But they are back. We got good old Mr. Oddfellow, Mr. Jack, Mr. Jack, I guess.
Oh, here we
Um,
go. Here we go.
Now, I went to the MegaCon event. That was certainly something. That was a sight to be seen. Very crazy. Even though we all kind of suspected that was going to happen, it was still just chaotic of seeing them come out and talk to everyone. And there we go. Jack and Oddfellows, Chaos and Control. And Dreamport, you released a video today, I believe, right? Today? Yesterday? Today?
Yes, earlier today.
Yes. Definitely a self plug. Check it out afterwards if you want to
Yes.
get a little deep lore into this. Easter eggs, there's
Yeah.
tons of stuff in this house. Every shot they were showing us, I was just soaking it in. I was like, yes, give me
Yeah.
more,
Hell
give me
yeah.
more. Keep talking to
Hell
us, man.
yeah.
Keep talking. Man, when we first initially was thinking, okay, yes, Jack is definitely coming back. Definitely the talks of Oddfellow. Maybe Oddfellow, maybe not. It was very like, how are they going to do this? Like, it just seems weird to have two icons, which we've never had this before, two HHN icons battling or somewhat being friends or however this worked out. And it seems like the idea is there. It was just always there and it works. The two icons that are so connected and like you said, connected in just the history, connected in their lore, connected in I guess evil and what more evil? I mean, who's the more evil one out of the two? I guess Jack.
They're both pretty evil,
Mm,
so
I feel it's pretty sinister.
they're both pretty evil.
Who's sinister and who's surreal? Like,
You're looking at it. Sinister's with the yellow hair and or orange hair, and Surreal's the one with the crazy face tats.
yeah. How you did a live reaction of when this dropped,
Yeah, I did.
and now you've come to a point of like accepting this is the house and kind of
Yeah,
calming down from the hype of it.
yeah.
Where do you stand on this house today?
Hype.
Is it just
I'm
as
still just
good,
as
just
hyped,
as hyped, even
just as hyped,
more?
just as hyped. I think for me at the time, I was just like, I mean, because we all kind of were like expecting it at this point. Like, I mean, come on, like, you know. But I like that they're taking everything that we thought we were expecting and flipping it. They're like, yeah, this is a Jack and Oddfellow house, but they're actually gonna hang out and they're gonna rip open different dimensions and basically it's like into the Jackverse, which is like awesome. Like that sounds so great, and I can't wait for all of the. Yes, I'm sure there'll probably be scenes referencing houses, but I didn't just want. Hey, remember this? Hey, remember this house? This house? This house? Like I don't want that. I
Yeah.
wanted a house with Jack at the forefront because we've never gotten that. A house that is Jack themed. That's not Jack taking over something else. It's not Jack. Oh, here's a compilation of the best moments of this and that. It is Jack's story house. And that's what I wanted. And that's all that I wanted. And that's what we're getting here. And so like yeah, like it's hyped. I'm so hyped on this. It'll be hard for a house to top my hype for this in terms of like
Mm.
anything that's coming. It might happen, but like
What?
yeah. I get the perspective of like if you're not familiar with it, but it's like it is such a big deal. Like it is such a big deal for us. I feel like we I don't know, it's like it's the anniversary. I feel like it was kind of a thing for ever that like the anniversaries were big and I feel like now it's like yeah, I don't know. I'm excited.
Beyond, like you said, there's just the fact that they said we're going to see Jack in different, like Jack won't look the same as we always think he's going to look. He might look slightly different. There's different Jacks. There's Jack Schmidt. We're actually going to see what he was before Jack the Clown.
Which is cool.
Yeah. And this whole multiverse thing, it's very fascinating of how this could go further. Who knows? And I know the big talk in a lot of people is okay, you got Jack and Oddfellow who are the icons this year. It's their story. Will we see the other icons? And that's a funny topic of like people being like, well, how can you do an anniversary year without them?
Yeah.
I don't know where they
Hold
fit
on.
in this year.
Slow down. I mean, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm gonna set up for this because the other icons, like this is a story of Jack and Oddfellow. I don't think the other icons will be in this house, or they might like you might have maybe Chance. I could see Eddie being in here. I could see characters that have a relation to Jack, right? Like that are like
Mm-hmm.
his crew. But as far as like the usher or the caretaker or whatever, but who's to say they don't appear in other original houses? Because we have other houses to come. We have other scare zones to come. We have other offerings to come.
Yeah.
Who's to say we don't? I mean, look at HHN 25. We didn't really have the icons in that house. I mean, yes, Caretaker was in there, but I don't really think the director was in there. I don't think the usher was in there. I don't think Fear was in there. So like, but they were on the streets. They weren't in the show. They weren't in the show. They were in the Icon Zone, and they may have had. I think because Eddie had a little bit in the Run House, I think, and so they had the All Night Die-In Zone. That was the director's kind of zone. So like they might be in other places. So we don't like that's the thing. We don't really know yet. I don't. I wouldn't get too worried. I think because also, and you were there. I know some of you guys were in there. They talked a lot about icons in the panel, like icons, not just Jack and Chance.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
You got that too.
yeah. I have no access. I'm just a custodian. I'm just here. But yeah. I need more close-ups of Oddfellow's costume. I think there's a photo. I don't know if we have it in here of the costume. It's not really a great photo,
No,
admittedly.
because like the way they did the thing, it was so like we knew it was coming, but it was like, hey, come out front of dark, turn on the lights, because it was so dark.
Jack
When Jack was
Jack
standing
has a
there,
good one.
I was like, what am I staring? Oh, there's Jack. Okay.
Yeah. Jack had a good photo. Like there was a good photo reveal. Uh-oh.
Hello.
My God,
Good morning,
Flash
everyone.
TV has entered. Oh my God.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, that's weird. I have
Wait,
the
you have an
stream
echo?
playing. Is the echo bad?
No.
The echo is noticeable, but I think it's from the TV.
Okay, I turned the TV off. Well, yeah, let me just try it. That's a better idea.
Yeah. All right. Now the party's
Oh,
begun.
so it's going to be
Oh.
HHN 17 on steroids. Ooh,
Are
man.
you
Ooh.
Can you turn your audio down a smidge? 'Cause I think it's kind of. I think it's the problem that I had when I came on. That I think
Oh,
my audio was. Yeah, there we go.
is it
Yeah,
peaking?
How are we now?
yeah.
Is that better?
I think it's a little better. Yeah. I don't know. How's it in the chat? Is it noticeable? Because I know for me it was just loud in my headphones.
Ooh, that's a interesting one. Hmm.
Hmm.
Roaming icon. That's an interesting one. I would have thought a roaming Jack, a roaming Art, maybe the
Roaming
clowns,
Oddfellow.
but I don't know. Roaming Oddfellow. You never know with Horde Nights. This whole roaming thing has become such a big thing for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, icon notes
Are we
happening.
star? Yeah, yeah. There's
Yeah, I
gonna
think
be
so.
there. They gotta be somewhere else.
Yeah, Fear's
Chris is
gonna
the
be
lowest
there. He's
volume.
got to be. He's like, I'm behind
Yeah.
all this.
Fear's gonna be
Hold on.
roaming on stilts.
Hold on. I have to
Did you
edit.
have
I'm gonna
anything you
edit.
wanted to get off your chest, Lodge?
Huh?
Did you have anything you want to discuss or get off
No,
your chest?
not really. I have to work at 4, but I also can't sleep, so I'm just gonna hop on with the boys and talk some HHN.
I blame Dream
I didn't do
for
nothing.
this. So I didn't do it.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I figured we'd just hang out and chat for a minute on an impromptu stream.
Yeah, have
I,
fun,
I
So it's how that much is
exactly.
gonna be
I think we all
Fortnite. The
sound good.
Fortnite, not the Fortnite.
But no one be chasing the icon. Just I mean, Jack.
Mm,
I think people would chase Jack
yeah,
around. I
Jack
think
would.
people would chase Jack around.
It's
Yeah, the
bad
way
because
they
like
did it when he was
yeah.
first time, it was like literally he had to like hop up on the stage, he'll talk, Jack's maniacs, and then hop off real quick.
Yeah.
Albert's not wrong,
And that's true. You
but
said you
Yeah.
would
I
even
know
pay for it.
I pay for it. Well, I mean, back to like me talking about like Japan and Beijing and like the West Coast parks, they do stuff like that. Like they allow, like they sell commemorative maps. Why not do it for HHN here or for the park in general? People would pay a good, like a decent penny for that. Not a lot, but like,
I think mine that's gonna be my next HHN venture is to get a map from every
Oh,
year.
from yeah.
Because I have a few.
ooh,
I have a few. I have a I mean from since I was going for the couple years that they had them, and then Chris, I know you
It
gave me a
just
13 one.
it would
It's
have been so crazy
it's
last year
back
just to
there.
have
It's
one
back up
with
here.
art on the front, one with Fallout on the front. It just makes perfect sense.
Stop. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, I know. He's like,
Don't
dude.
talk to me. No, you know this guy. This guy would be on the front. He was on the front of the last one. The last
Oh,
HHN map, this
the
guy was on the
noodle.
front. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. What? Okay, then that
Ooh.
is a question of what's the all-time map? I feel like you guys would say 25. I feel like 25 is the go-to.
Trying to think. No,
No, I
25
feel like
had
25. It's
it
cool.
had different maps, right? That year too.
20,
Yes.
25 was three different jacks, if I'm not or two different
Mm,
jacks. But I don't think it was that great of a not. It was a great event, but I don't think the map was like fantastic.
I think the 13 map, because it's made of a thicker material, like it feels more like substantial. It feels like
yeah.
the old, like I have on hand because I got this not too
They
long
were
ago.
using the premium trees back then.
Yeah, I got this not too long ago from Lakeland Antique Mall. It's an
Oh,
MGM Studios map,
Oh.
but this one's like a book though. It's got like it's a map,
Oh,
but it
it's
also
like
has
one of
it's
those
like a
ones.
guidebook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
Disney's known
had
for having those type of
thick
ones.
maps, and then
Yeah.
eventually they cheaped out. I mean, cheaped out. They made
Yeah.
more disposable maps. But I'll admit I cry looking at Darkest Deal on the last HHN map from time to time.
it hurts.
Oh.
But anyway, I don't. Is this? Can we put this on the screen?
Yeah, I don't think that would happen. I think that's a legal
If they
issue,
can't
and
even.
studios has had their fair share of legal issues.
They.
So
Hey,
I don't think they want to do
I
that.
think, but I think also I would love and I miss the days of like the purge where they would pull a fake, like pull a team member from the
Yeah.
crowd, and it would be
Mm.
get like a guest, and then it's like they pull a random person in, and it's like, oh my god, are they really gonna kill that person? And it's like, no, that's not a. I'm gonna stop. You're gonna your channel's
Th-
about to get
th-
banned now.
those ideas of what they used to do with HHN, they ain't doing that no more.
I
Mm-mm.
want going back to the maps. I do want. Whoa, what the? Why does it look like that?
What?
Oh, anyway, sorry, my screen was all messed up. Sorry, Albert. I didn't mean to take the comment away. I
$5.
want, I want a. They have a Silent Hill map and a Resident Evil map, and I do want those for those years.
Mm.
What did
If I
the?
had a duplicate Resident Evil map, I'd let you have that, but I only have
Yeah,
one.
I got. They're not that expensive though. Like even like to buy on eBay,
Mhm.
somebody's selling a ton of maps, and they're not that pricey, all things considered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Let me ask because this was definitely a before my time thing. What was the band? Because I know like some had a white band, some had a red band, some had like different color bands on there.
Oh,
Did it
like
So
what was
matter?
like the orange stripe on the top? Or are you
Yeah,
talking about
like
like
it
yeah,
would be a red or a white. Because I know when they're labeled, it's like that.
before they changed to always closing at 2 a.m., those colors would resemble a different night, like
Okay.
different event nights. So like if you look back at like the different maps, they have a different color and then it'll have the different dates at the bottom as well,
Okay.
or on the back.
That's why.
Yeah,
Interesting. Interesting.
yeah.
I didn't know that because I was
didn't
like,
know
because
that.
I saw that and I was like, what's the difference? Yeah, they did call it Oddverse.
Oddverse? Yes.
Into the
Welcome
Oddverse.
to the Oddverse. Into the Oddverse.
I don't want them to. I don't want that to become a thing. It's gonna become a
What, the
thing. I don't want that
Oddverse?
to become a thing. I don't want them to say that. Like, no. Let's have that be like a stay and scream, where it's like a technical term that like they don't say at the event anywhere. It's
Bro,
just
I
something
gotta
that's
go
in
to
a
the
press release.
Oddverse.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'll hear from someone who just came from the city, walk parking garage, hitting the pen, walking around and up to the event.
Excuse
That's
me,
what I would hear.
how did we get to the Oddverse?
Yeah,
It's like
The
I'll take you.
house.
I'll take you to the Oddverse. It's just
DC,
Harold and Kumar.
DC, come on
Mr.
now.
Whoa,
Gotta pay
whoa, whoa,
attention.
whoa, whoa. Mr. DC
The
live.
goat. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
You know,
Tank
you
tops
guys was
and
like,
muscles.
yeah, bro. Inspired me. Um, New video out, by
Oh,
the way.
funny
He just put a
story.
video.
Oh yeah.
When he was in the store last, because that day everyone made a cameo into the store.
Of course, come
I
on.
literally was watching DC film. Like he was just standing there in front of the T-shirt, and I like walked in. And I was like, "Oh shoot, that's DC!" And I like shoulder checked him, and then stood there for a second. And he turned around. He's like, "Oh man," he's like, "Oh oof, man, you almost had me." Shady
Oh
Brook.
man.
Yes. I feel like they're
Good
done with
evening.
Shady Brook for a hot second. I mean, we might get a
I would be
cameo.
shocked if it's in the house. I wouldn't
I
be
was gonna
shocked
say
if that's a part of the
I wouldn't be
house.
shocked if it's in there.
Well, it
Think
is
about it.
part of his story. Yeah,
That's where Jack and Eddie were born.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna ignore that part of Eddie being
Well,
part of
hold
the
on,
whole
hold
story.
on.
It always feels like a weird story there.
But also, if you watch Dreamport's video, he stated that it might be in Shady Brook.
I didn't even say anything. You
Hey,
didn't. You can't get me on that.
where
Yes,
is
you
it?
did. I can go.
But
I
you
can go
can't.
pull
But
up the
you
video.
can't. You can't. I
I
didn't
clicked it.
confirm. I didn't confirm anything.
Oh, confirm or deny that.
I said
I
he said it might be.
Yeah. So I think Shady Brook, bring it back. I think. Well, because okay, the reason why I said this was that there's that. I'm trying to find the picture of the concept art with the Jack game show thing.
I
It
can send it to you.
no.
Oh,
Chris has it on
I
here.
have
Yeah.
it.
Chris put.
No, this.
Yeah. I want to see it on the screen because
Okay.
there's two things that are interesting with this. Hard to see. Hopefully you can still hear us with the whenever you
Yeah,
put
you
things
can.
full screen. Okay,
We can
Yeah,
hear you.
you're good.
it has this. Somebody mentioned it looks like a padded cell right here, and that was something that led I think many to kind of go Shady Brook. But also the toilet is here, and if you remember the
Ah,
original Psychoscarapy Shady Brook house,
Yeah.
the the smell that we got from Terrifier last year, that I could see being a thing. How do we get rid of this? Um, I could see that being a thing in this scene of like if you have a bunch of stinky toilets around, hey, we know what happens there. Um, but is there merch out? Yes, the Jack and Oddfellow merch is
yes.
out. Prints are gone, but the
Yep.
shirts and the cups and the magnets are all. What?
Cups and magnets are gone
Cups and magnets are
What?
gone.
right now. They're
What?
sold out at the moment.
Oh,
Man.
damn. Well,
At the moment, they'll probably be back,
yeah,
but at the
probably.
moment they're gone.
I mean, this is
I
also the
was
first
thinking.
round.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking those cups were gonna stay.
Um, out of character.
Dreamport talked me out of buying a cup.
I didn't say that. You can't get me on that. Um, do you think? Here we go. I'm gonna. Do you think Chaos and Control be better than El Artista? Now, I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
take.
Oh, oops.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna take me going because I'm thinking about okay when we got El Artista announced, what they gave us, right? Because obviously we've seen one of these houses, we haven't seen the other. I don't think it'll happen. Chaos and Control can suck. It can happen. It can really fall flat. You never know, right? I don't think it will, but it has possibility. I mean, El Artista was not my favorite house of last year, and was a house that I think, while amazing in parts, did have some pretty glaring flaws for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, though, we got. I think the thing that they kind of learned from last year, and I think what happened with El Artista with me, they overhyped that house where they were like, "This is gonna change everything, and this is the every piece of Halloween Horror Nights and technology and everything. We're putting it all in one
Does it?
place."
You
Whereas
sound like you're
this is
doing
like,
Laura.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling me what they heard, just what I heard. What they did though was they said all that with this house. They're like, nah, we're just gonna tell you the story of the house. We're not gonna sit here and say this is good. They have said there are things they are trying in this house that haven't been done before, but it's not like to
Mm-hmm.
the effect of like this house is going to change how Halloween Horror Nights moves. Where that's how kind of how it felt like El Artisa was promoted, but could be, could be. I mean, like I said, you never know. But I think like
Because
now we only have concept art because they're still working on the house. Like they're not as far along as where the El Artisa they had masks already made. They had, things like they could show us images of scenic. Here it's like we're just getting concept art.
yeah, and they touched upon announcing the theme this year, much like that's kind of the difference too between when we first got El Artista, like
Yeah.
from the music, from the look of him on stage, you can sense between that and the website, like the repository, like we knew how things were going to have this look to it, right? What?
You said the repository. I haven't heard that one in a minute.
Sorry.
Ah,
The
that's a paid
conserv
experience.
the yeah that
Conservatory.
yeah
Bring that back for
that's
premium.
gone. That's part of your Scream Early package.
Yeah, right.
That's,
That's why it went up in price.
yeah. But so this year they had the infernal.
Infernal.
I'm always going to pronounce it
Infernal.
wrong. Huh?
The icon.
Inferno.
The
Yeah, the
icon. I think
icon, the Carnival of Nightmares, and we only got that in the snippet of the arches, but we don't know what does that consist of theme wise throughout the park.
Yeah.
Like, are the
They
scare
s-
zones going to take on a carnival esque? Is it going to be because you can only stretch out a carnival theme for so long, I guess, unless you do. I mean, I wouldn't think of any other zones besides a clown zone. Like it was just, we'll have to see with this one.
I think with it being also, I think this is something that many people are, I think, underestimating. And I'm gonna go back. I'm actually gonna take a step
See,
back real quick.
see, Horror Nights teased it last year with that darn random clown cheese stick food booth. They were like, "Hey, big old clown on it," and they're like, "Hey, you like clowns?"
you like
Um,
clowns. What about all of them?
How about every single clown we've ever seen?
except for
Ever.
the one that's owned by Warner Brothers.
Where is where is the comment that I wanted to say? It goes back to what we were talking about icons and the fact that I think I Infernal Carnival of Nightmares is ICON. Like it is icon. That is quite literally what
Hmm.
we're seeing. I think it's like carnival theme, yes, but I think more broadly we're looking at the iconography of Horror Nights and that lore being the theme.
Mm,
Where it's like, yes, it
mm,
has the carnival tie. I'm sure probably the front scare zone will be carnival
yeah.
themed. I'm sure we'll have a couple, one or two big scare zones that are carnival themed or something that has a tie. Or it's like Midway of the Bazaar, where the whole park was literally just a carnival and
Yeah,
circus,
that's true.
which is crazy to think about that was a thing. Like Walking Dead, Legions of Horror, Midway of the Bazaar, when they would do the whole park with one theme.
Yeah,
Crazy.
park wide zones are not a vibe.
Park wide. Yeah, it can get stale. It can get stale. But it I think at the very least conservatory think about how we got with last year we had Masquerade. Um
That's a one
no.
for you,
No.
the two fans
Nope.
here. I can't
No.
dive into that one.
Nope.
No.
No. Because he is
So
only
what is Vegas Jack? He's just
that's Carnage
Yeah,
Returns.
Vegas, baby.
That's the Rockstar Jack.
that's right
That's
after
Rockstar
what,
Yeah,
Jack in his own spot.
17? After HHN 17 is like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check
That's
out
like the
Vegas.
25 Jack. It's the 25 Jack.
25 Jack.
Come on,
Yeah, I mean,
Chance, let's get married.
Um Yeah, no. Well, kind of the point that and I think Kimodo's getting to it was like we had the front scare zone be conservatory. I have a feeling the front scare zone will be carnival themed or icon themed, and then it moves along into one of the other scare zones, and that's like the stretch, and then eventually we get other stuff.
Um, Nothing. But I can't say it.
They
I
need to
have heard
relax.
some insider information that Blumhouse might possibly be at the event this year to some degree.
hey
Not a
man, they have a
house.
Wolfman costume they can use.
That's right.
Bingo. Maybe something along that line. I'm
I know
always
that's
thinking
right.
of what's going to be the meet and greet character this year.
Maybe characters end up in group.
I mean, we had the grabber last year.
Yeah, that is true. I will say this back to the like icon stuff. It would be pretty nice mixing roaming character with icon if they were to split Jack and Oddfellow up and have them roam separate sides of the park, kind of running those two zones. Kind of what they wanted to do with Sinister and Surreal, and they kind of didn't dive completely into it. Something like that would work really well. Like having Jack roam, let's say New York, Hollywood, not New York, Hollywood, New York, San Francisco, Oddfellow having Hollywood Central Park,
Central Park.
and then they
Yeah.
both come
Yes,
together in
I
the front.
love playing the Fortnite game.
This guy. This guy. Woof. Kick him off.
Oh, you don't want to play Fortnite with Oddfellow inside of it? Come on.
I don't play Fortnite, so
Well, I have to this
something
year.
tells me something tells me this guy will have the director, Chance, caretaker, and rest in the Jack House. Shapeshifting is true. People forget that Oddfellow changes forms all the
true.
time. He was
Yeah.
a little
He might
werewolf at
change
one
into
point.
Chance.
He's the Wolfman. Bring that Wolfman costume back out.
The wolf-
Little hairy man. That's literally what he was in that scare zone.
Oh man.
Just a dude, just a
that's
blue dude with a
true.
blue jacket.
That's right.
See, I love the idea though that we can be. I would love to see this be the way that we get Vamp in a house, because technically Vamp is his zone. Like he was a part of that zone, lore wise.
True.
And I'm like Jungle of Doom.
Yeah,
in
I was going to
another
say,
house.
are we going to see
Zodiac
skulls?
in another house? I think it's more about Jack's story, but I think it would be a cool thing to see at some point, even if it's a quick little scene. That's your way to do those those tie-ins. I
Because
think.
I feel like Oddfellow has that's such a distinct look, just like Jack does. But we've had 3 different Jacks, so we can, as long as you sort of see the clown makeup, you know it's a Jack, even if he slightly looks different. Oddfellow has that one distinct look, and especially if you didn't go that year, that you're not going to know who Skulls or the Explorer Oddfellow is, or like the Wolf Oddfellow. People would be like, why are these characters in here? Where's Oddfellow? They're not going to probably understand that aspect unless you went that year. So Oddfellow is the top hat, the coat. I feel like that's the distinct look for people to know. Oh, that's Oddfellow. That's Oddfellow in the house. So we may not see the other Oddfellow
But then-
history
But like
characters.
Jack Schmidt is for us because like most people are going to
that's
see
just
a,
going to be
a
one
Carney
little
and be like,
scene,
"Who's
one
that?"
little- yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
one little thing.
Yeah, because I feel like with Oddfellow, also they're gonna make sure you know this lore. They're gonna spoon feed you this lore, and if you don't know it, you're gonna know it by the end.
I really hope we get a podcast episode that is most likely the intro.
Just Jack
To the
and
house.
Yeah.
Oddfellow sitting down
Well-
in a podcast scene.
Yeah. How about a podcast? How about we just get not even just one? Let's get more than one.
You
Anyway,
get one and you're going to like it. That's it.
yeah. Let me get.
You get one. It's just someone from creative telling you, "Hey, this house is nice."
That
you know
would
what? Get-
be nuts.
Bring in Dave Solo. That stuff from
Yes.
Horror Unleashed is great. That's great
It's
material.
amazing.
And the enthusiasm's crazy.
Hmm
Blumhouse Portal at Epic.
The pumpkin
Let's
lore
go.
this year? Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of the lore? Do you mean like the original character and the original story? No.
You know, he grows Halloween.
I am Halloween.
So I think my rant just lost some
Yeah, I
viewers
don't
on
want-
there, sorry.
I don't want to be walking through Club Horror and see caretaker. Yes, everyone. Yes.
No, but I do want to see that. No, actually, I do want
No,
to see
well,
that.
you want to see storyteller up there shaking it.
Clip that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would.
Clip that.
Laura Souls, if you can make that happen,
Hey,
please. I will spend
relax.
every night in Club Horror. if I
relax,
can.
bro.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if like the bars, like the meet and greet bars, is where we see the icons that aren't Jack and Oddfellow.
Ooh, yeah.
Icon Minger, yeah. Or I think that would be a great place to put your lowercase I icons like the Voodoo Queen, like Major Sweets, like
Yeah.
Just put him right back where he was a few years ago.
Lil
You know, right,
Boo.
right there at that podium.
yeah, little
The
Boo.
little Boo kid.
What the
The weird one.
Now I do
Now that's the
like
creepiest thing.
I
That
do
is
like
terrifying.
the way Mardi Gras the food booth there looks with the string lights. I was just thinking about it as I'm walking by and I saw it and I was like, that would be nice if we had like like make it look like that room in the tribute store from HHN Light where it was like the leaves and like the red and like yellow light, like make it real circusy looking, but like fit the vibe.
You mean the Oddfellow Carnival room?
Yeah,
The one that had the Oddfellow carriage?
yeah.
Yeah, I always forget about all the other stuff. The meet and greet, the icon bar, club horror, the street experiences.
Bring back the Peacock Bar.
Yeah, that's done.
That's
Peacock
where you get the
bar.
Blumhouse.
Oh yeah, that's true. They could just port over the Blumhouse thing from Vegas, the food over there.
Oh
Bring
yeah,
it
yeah.
over to
Oh yeah.
Luigi's. Why did I say Luigi's?
Luis.
Yeah, Louis.
Luigi's technically is in the park because that's Simpsons, but so you're not wrong.
Hey, there you go.
He's not 100
And they
percent
serve
wrong.
But-
pizza.
Um,
Characters
Yeah.
at the battery park?
that's
That's
the
that's
HHN bar.
yeah.
Yep. I'm sure that'll be back. It might be the last year. I don't know. Because last year they went from what, they went from 4 to 3 characters, right?
Two
Oh,
last year.
God.
Two. They
Even
only
worse.
had El Artista
Even
and Lila.
That's
Which
right.
I did like. I did like them putting them elsewhere, like putting her in the house at the end, putting
Yeah.
him in the front zone at the end. Really great, and I hope that whatever characters, if like let's say we bring this back, we could do something fun with the characters, and it also becomes more like a thing, to where people know to look for it. But yeah.
Yeah. Anything anybody want to ask, want to say? We're almost reaching.
The final moments before the afterlife is here. If you wish to ask us any questions, do so right now.
See, what would you do without me here?
Yeah, I know. you knew where I was going with that one.
I
You
know.
should have
Well,
seen
I
him at the
mean,
beginning.
Yeah, I was scrambling. When
He was asking for a
I
co-host.
did. I was watching.
He was like, "This."
I
poor
got
sap.
on as soon as this went on live. No, I think actually they do need to bring it back because we need to try the
Oh
dog.
man.
We need to do it. I'm down, bro. Actually, in that case,
It's gonna be the Oddverse dog.
ooh yeah, we mixed together a few different hot dogs from over the years and we mix it into one.
It's gonna be the cheese
Take-
stick dog.
Take from Epic, you take from this one, you take this one. Actually, I think the cheese stick is coming back. I think that
never.
booth is literally going to come back exactly. At some point.
Some point. Next
Also,
year.
used
Maybe
guys.
one-
I like the Z's. I like the
Used
John
guys.
Birdie Z's.
I thought it was in
John
Hollywood for a
Birdie
second.
Z's.
No Oddfellow hot dog.
No, but please bring it back. You think multi-night tickets won't sell? Probably. They always come out around the same time.
Yeah.
You never know, but I
Right
mean,
around
I would
the
expect
big
mid-July.
announcement. Yep.
Mid-July.
Our first
That's when
IP.
they've been coming out. Oh man, and I think that bring the. I think the clown thing is gonna come back. I think that booth with the items they had last
Just
year,
Bring it back. Yeah.
they could just plop them right back there, and I think people would be happy.
No one will be disappointed.
Yeah, I think that the
Everyone
cheese
will
stick
want
is
that
gonna
cheese
become
stick.
the next. It's the next pizza fries and next twisted tater, where that's like a thing that people just get.
And they're gonna make.
It
They're
was
gonna end up
good.
making it smaller and smaller.
Did you have it, Lodge?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
mean,
like
it's a
it.
good
Yeah, a
cheese
couple
stick.
Yeah.
You said a couple. Did you say a couple of them?
Yeah,
I had one. I had one. I like the corn dog. The corn dog
that was
wasn't
like
bad.
Lexi's favorite item last year.
The corn dog
Wow.
with the
No,
The
cheese
cheese
sticks.
stick?
the cheese stick.
Mm.
In her words, it's fried cheese. Can't go wrong.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
I mean,
What do I?
very simple.
Chris, was your favorite thing the carrot cake? Would that you say that was your favorite, or is it something else?
I think it
Favorite food
was.
item
I'm trying to
from
think
last year?
of like, was there anything that I went back and wanted to eat again? But it was probably that. Because I'm trying to think. I was very late to eating Jason, the Jason food booth. I was extremely
Ooh,
late on that one. But I'm
So
trying to
good.
think. What was there?
the elotes,
Elote.
bro.
Oh,
It's
that's right. That
in
was
my
good.
words. Yeah, in my words, it's grilled street
Jason.
corn with cheese on it. What can you go
Well,
wrong?
Jason, he knows about that, right?
Jason was back there just ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
yeah, bro. No, you can't. You can't. You're biting, bro. I said that like 6 months ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're biting. I said that. I said, yeah, bro.
Where was that question? So, do you think it's more worth it to go one day with Express or Premium?
Premium.
Because you're
Premium.
getting kind of similar
I'm gonna say
experiences. You're
premium.
you're on your own with Express. You're on your own with Premium. There's no
Also,
guided
like
tour.
premium. Think about it like this: if you're looking for the whole event, premium. Because think about what we did in mutations last year, where we just walked around for like half an hour, lingered, and we would have done more of that had the rain not happened, right? Like
Yeah,
had it not been raining, we would have got premium got a lot of bad reviews last year. However, Express doesn't guarantee anything anymore. It's not is it's help. It helps a lot. And it's a lot more of like but like also you're not considering the food aspect. That's
yeah.
a part of premium
Free,
where like
free
Express
food.
doesn't do anything for food.
Every freestyle machine free. You're just
Yeah,
walking up like, oh, let me
everything's
get a.
included. You can just roam around, enjoy, and if you take advantage and do the whole thing, just like with Express, if you go from top to bottom, spend the whole night, you have one night. Hell yeah. I would say premium over. And I think premium, especially if you're doing it more casually, the October night will probably be better off in that way of like a
The
more
most
casual premium.
chill. Yeah,
It's not like sorry, but it's not like us running around
yeah,
with cameras and everybody's trying to be first look at this and be
yeah.
first. It's like you're coming in, it's almost Halloween time. You're coming in as right in the
Might be the
middle
nice
of the
cool
busiest season.
weather. Oh man.
Yeah, you're coming in right before Hell Week, pretty much. So you're like
Hmm.
right when it's like, and you're also coming in when the event is good because that's when everybody's gotten into roles. That's when everything that's with the houses most likely is already there. Any changes, so like I think that in that case, yeah, I think it's more beneficial for someone like myself or you, Chris, Lodge, whatever, to do an early premium for like videos, like, but like enjoyment, I would say do the later one.
Yeah.
But unless you want to be first, then no worries. But
Oh,
um,
that's a funny one. That's funny. I feel like
oh,
they must have an endless supply backstage because they just
They're just trying to get
introduced
rid
the
of them
new
all.
cone. The new cone in Islands has the flaming hot Cheetos and lemon, was it lemon herb chicken? And
oh shit,
I was
It's
like,
really good.
it's really good.
The
Yeah,
one
really?
I've heard
the
from
one
another
the one
person
at
that tried it and said it was good.
yeah, Lexi loved it, and then I had some and it
Mm.
was good. So
So it's the cones in Islands are the same cones in Epic, right? Same
well,
cone.
the new cones at Epic, the
Oh,
new
okay.
yeah,
The
the one with
lemon
But
the
it's
Cheeto
herb.
two
dust.
different.
And the lemon.
Uh huh.
But the cones at Islands are different because it's like theirs has like pasta in it. It's like they have like a Alfredo one and they have a meatball sub
Yeah.
one cone
Okay.
at Islands. That's something that I wouldn't be shocked if we get at HHN a cone of some kind. They're putting that
That's a good
everywhere.
one. Yeah.
Couple cones, you know, do some funky cones there.
Cotton
Would be
candy
shocked.
cone or something weird. There's
Or
got to be
or
cotton candy at
no.
this event this year. I'm betting.
On the Oddfellow dog as a garnish, bro. What do you
We
think this is, bro?
we had cotton candy last year. It's coming back. You know, they have to finish the supply.
Oh God, man!
Um,
Please, no more cookies.
how
Every time
many
I think
nights
of
do you
cookies, I
guys?
think of
That's a good one.
How many
Y'all are the
nights did
data
you go?
people. Y'all keep all your stats.
How many
I
nights did
do
you go,
not.
Lash?
give me a
I
second.
went 24 last year. I went pretty much half last year.
How-
And some would be quick. Some would be like a couple hours, or I'd pop in for like an hour or two. It
Dude,
wouldn't be like an all night.
I was gonna
Most would
say,
be all
yeah. Are you
night.
talking like a whole night, or are you talking like pop in, couple hours, pop out?
I count pop in and do like if I pop in and do one house, I'm technically counting that as a visit.
Okay.
I did 32 nights last year,
God.
and that's less than normal. Like
Yeah,
a lot
that
less than normal.
that still sounds like a
Because I'll,
lot.
Did you
because
go?
I'll,
You
I'll,
went
I'll
every night in 2024, right?
for this guy, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't miss a single night of HHN. That's because my I was originally gonna go to Virginia, and then my flight got canceled, so I ended up going every night of HHN instead.
Consolation prize. Oh, camera down.
We need to. We need the Chris will be right back thing on screen.
When will pass holders be able to reserve free night? Probably when the frequent fear goes on sale. That was kind of when last, because that's usually when they announce pass holder perks is around that time. So mid July, I would expect August maybe. You never know. This could be sooner, could be later. They want to give people ample room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To start planning.
Ooh, this is a great. I'm gonna come back to Albert's, but this is a take. But I enjoy the respect. I respect that. If you could do a house from last year one more time, what's your pick?
Well,
I'm gonna
it
be honest
certainly
with
ain't
you.
Grave of Flesh. Not for
Well,
me. Not for
I mean,
Dream.
hey, valid. I understand. You know what? I
Everyone
got
has a
so much
fan
hate
favorite. I
last
mean,
year.
everyone has a favorite.
I got so much hate last year that I understand. I understand the picks.
He's trying to think. The easiest
'Cause
answer. The easiest answer
easiest
for Dreamport would be Fallout, but
the easiest
I think he
answer would be the
loves
house that I
Wide
did
Six.
100 times, but also I think I would say Wide Six. I think that's the house that I would want to go back to. That's the house that I think about after the event has concluded. That's the one that I've thought about the most and been like, now talk to me about a different year. Talk to me about 2024. It's a different story. Talk to me about 2023. It's a different. Talk to me about
Completely
2020. All these years, and I'm picking the same one every time. If you're giving me all years, I'm picking the same one every damn time. However, last year is because I was thinking also today about Terrifier, and I was like, damn, Terrifier was fun. Terrifier was fun. I really, and I am sorry, I'm not. This is not a shame, shaming you, but Grave of Flesh was just the only house that I did not like last year. That I just did not really have fun with, and it's mostly because I wanted to give it a chance. I went through, I want to say like 9 or 10 times through the whole season.
think I did
I
it
wanted to
twice.
like it. I wanted to enjoy it. I wanted to give it a fair shake. I want to say the first run was my best, and it still wasn't that great. And I'm like, it just was not hitting it for me. But I'm not gonna hate on you for that. That's
Losh,
valid.
do
It's
we
okay.
have an answer for you? An obvious
Uh,
answer? Watch him throw
Wide
totally
Six.
something else. He's gonna be like, oh yeah.
He
it's,
said, actually, dolls.
Oh
Actually,
no,
dolls.
Wide Six. Period. The only house that I made sure to
Chris,
do every night.
You know
Chris, I
me,
know where you're
baby.
going.
Yeah, you know it. I can hear the drums. Galkin, baby. Mama, I'm coming
Yeah.
home.
I love that. No, that's what also made it fun because I did that house so much, and it was a lot of fun. That I had a lot of fun with that more than I didn't love the house as much, but I had fun with it. Every time I go through the ET part.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a sentimental, rough time. I think on the final night of like when we were waiting for that house and everyone was doing the like camera lights at the part of
Oh, I
the
couldn't
key
even imagine
video.
at the end.
Dude, I
Ooh,
started the Fireflies on closing night at the end, and I wanted to cry.
ooh.
Like last set, no Fireflies were out. I bring my camera out, and then everyone brings them out. I'm just like, this is beautiful. Like it's perfection.
That's awesome.
It's an unforgettable moment.
But hopefully we have more unforgettable moments this year.
I think
And
it's true. I think we will. It's one for the
Yeah.
ages.
anniversary year. I think everybody got to stay tuned because there's a lot of stuff coming out. We got a lot of stuff coming out. They're going to be throwing a lot of stuff out. I think it's going to go dry for a little while. Little while.
Yeah.
We're in March. Let's not forget. But I don't think it'll be too much longer before we start getting more information.
You know what they say about
Hopefully.
March?
No,
April's
I
right
don't.
around the corner.
That's
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's it.
I'm about to remove you. I'm about to remove you from the scene for that, bro. All right.
You dropped the ball. Were you playing music at all, Dreamport?
Oh damn it. Well, and you also said this was only going to be an hour long live stream. Here we
My
are, 2
bad.
hours.
My bad. You hopped on, you
I hopped
added,
on.
you know, like,
We hopped on as a team.
oh,
Forgot about my boy.
Not really good.
Was he in a house last year?
Yeah. What?
Was he in a house last year?
Ponder
really?
on that.
Was he in dolls?
Slogan this year. I would have wanted to go back to Albert's got a question here. Chaos and Control?
No, they said something in the during the panel. Is it not in the? Is it in the press release?
Like an official
I have it
slogan?
right here. Press release.
All jacked up. Hell yeah, Jack.
Hell yeah, Jack.
Into the Oddverse.
Into the
End the stream.
in the stream. Oh
End the stream.
no, I don't see anything.
Is it in
the
there? I don't
press
know.
release.
I owe those lore tweet. I don't think there was an official logo, like a tagline.
Yeah, I'm trying to read through this. I don't see like.
I know it's like
big
a fear
thing.
divided is a fear diluted, but that's not like a tagline. That's just a quote that he said.
Oh.
It's not like something they would put on a shirt. I don't think.
Well, I
think
guess it's back to never go alone.
Is it on the website?
Alone.
I haven't.
Alone.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is bad. I have not even looked at the website at all. It says they changed it. Let's see. Let's take a look at the website.
Sir,
finally.
your credentials
Is it?
are pulled.
It wouldn't be. It's obviously not Ringleaders of Fear.
Oh, Ringmasters. You're talking about that. Is that what you were
mean,
talking
that's
about?
the
The Ringmasters of.
The first thing that says is horror that haunts you, fear that consumes you. So is that the
Oh, you're
slogan?
talking about the thing they show in the commercial or in the
I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the
Ringmasters
website.
of Fear.
A fear divided is a fear diluted. I don't think that's the.
But I don't think that's a tagline. I think this horror that haunts you, fear that consumes you. Because remember, last year was live the horror you love to watch. That's what they would say in the commercials.
Yeah, so it looks
so
like
that
it's the
was-
same thing. It sounds like
Yeah. But also never go alone.
let fear consume you. Yeah.
That's what it says on the site. It says
Yeah.
fear that
Let
consumes
fear
you, horror that
consume you.
haunts you. Why am I seeing 33? Why did they pull out triplets of terror footage on the website? They put one house on this website, and and it's not even a good shot of the B-roll.
I will
Yeah,
say
triplets.
I didn't talk about it because I wasn't here. But in the announcement trailer, when Oddfellow's whistle hit,
We're gonna
I
hear
feel
that
like-
around
you
the
know-
park again.
You know that
It's the
scene in
throwback.
Ratatouille when he takes a food, like a bite of the food, and he just gets sent right back? I went right back to 32, and I'm like, oh my god,
My
this is
favorite
perfection.
my favorite thing that I would love to hear, you hear that in conjunction with Jack's laugh throughout the park. Like you hear those two together, or you hear Oddfellow, because Oddfellow used to laugh
We're
too.
back. Yeah.
Like in the
Hmm.
park, like
Yeah.
around the park, it would be in the middle. Also, I guess this is another the one last little bit as far as talking about this. I think it was Kaylee who put a tweet out about the music and how like she wants the music to go back to like the very like energetic, maybe like rock inspired music that we are typically used to hearing at HHN. And I'm gonna tell you, Kaylee, you're wrong. No, I think I liked. I think what I would love to hear, and I think last year was it was a little somber. It did feel very much like it felt like I'm like it felt like Batman music. Like that's how I felt
Oh,
whenever walking around like the
like
front
you're
of
in
the
Gotham.
park. Yeah, that's how I felt walking around the park. Like,
The Cape
however,
Crusader.
however, I do think like I think I think having some like kind of rock inspired tracks would be good. I just don't want it to sound like royalty free, epidemic sound, electronic like how it did when Oddfellow was here, where it was
I
literally
would
just
think
like
it's
the
just gonna
most
have a
generic.
carnival
Well, that's
sound,
what I'm
like
I was
saying.
gonna
Like,
say,
midnight syndicate
yes,
carnival.
yes,
I would say I wouldn't doubt if they blended the two in a way,
yes.
Mm.
like kind of like have that like circus vibe, but also have like the good vibes.
But it
Can we
would
get
match
Ludwig
with your
Göransson to
theory,
do?
Losh, of if you said Jack took over like New York, San Francisco, maybe in that part of the thing, you're hearing like the rock carnival, like jacked up type of like music. But then in maybe the front section, if it was Oddfellow, it'd be that somber, creepy carnival, midnight syndicate type of stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be a
Last year,
vibe.
did you guys feel like the central theme of the music being throughout the park, did that like serve the theme well?
I liked it.
It was great until I got to San
I
Francisco.
enjoyed it.
Well,
Well, yeah, yeah. That's
well,
we
damn.
won't talk about that. Thank you, Laura.
I really liked. I honestly liked the music. The only music area that I didn't really like was the cat lady. I didn't really remember a whole lot of the cat lady music. Obviously, I remember the Mutations music because I was there so often. Masquerade had memorable music to where I
Now
would
that
just
you're
remember.
saying it, I don't remember the music either.
I
Maybe it
mean,
was
it's
like a
just
piano.
yeah. It was like what like
Hmm.
fantasy score. The one thing I did like is how Mel's music did not bleed into that zone. Like you didn't really hear Mel's from the Masquerade zone. But I also think like I just don't want music with lyrics. I like the idea of having
Except
that.
for Mel. Yeah.
Yeah, well cuz I think for me the things that stood out, that Goodnight Sweetheart song, hearing that reminds me of that, of being in that zone, of being in that zone. Right? Like it's one of those things that's going to take me right back to being right there sitting in that zone. But
Except for
like
when we have a lagoon show going off this time. If it's
A good
themed,
one.
yeah,
hey
that
hey
music's
hey
gonna be. That
hey
music
hey
might
hey. It was a fun
overdo a
show.
lot of the.
It was a fun show.
He said a good.
We enjoyed it.
You
The
did?
last night,
Yeah, we saw it
the
late,
last night,
How many
and it
times did
was
you?
awesome.
How many
Yeah,
times? How many times did you watch it?
like a couple,
everybody put
bro,
your.
bro.
Put your
Don't,
ones.
yeah, bro. I watched it a couple times. The only times that we actually sat and watched like the
I don't think it counts when you're
from the
walking
front.
through
No,
New
no, no, not
York
even
and
walking
like.
through, bro.
Oh,
Because
that's
I
cool.
seen we when we sat there waiting on Jason, sitting outside of Louis, we saw that show like 3 times. It's still the same show. You see it
What?
from the back, you see it from the front. It's the same show.
Yeah.
Projections come from either side.
I don't know. I just feel like it'll be a clean slate show in comparison to like,
Yeah.
hopefully, in
I just
comparison to last year.
I just don't. I'm sorry. I do not want another original show. This is the one time I will say, bring me the IPs, because I think that's what you need for something like this. Except put Jack in it, just like you did at 30. Put Jack in bed.
Yeah.
Put the IPs
Carnage
in and do
Factory.
that. But as
It'd be
far as
interesting if they're going to be in the commercials, or we're going to go a different route this year, like we did last year. You know, like, are we going to have the two, like the pre-commercials and then the real commercials when the
I don't
event,
think
and
so.
it's not going to feature Jack in Oddfellow at all?
I
I
think
guess it depends on the theme they're going with this year, like
I
live the
th-
I wonder
horror.
what they're going to do in Hollywood when it comes to that,
yeah.
because usually
Oh,
the marketing will go hand in
yeah,
hand. So it's
that's
like,
true.
and usually whenever we do an anniversary year, they kind of go IP based for everything. So I wonder if they're gonna still keep a carnival theme, kind of like how we have our carnival
Yeah.
theme.
Yeah.
But I
Bring
mean, I
in
guess it all
uh
depends. Bring in my boys.
bring in the Funhouse from 1981.
Ding, ding,
Toby
ding,
Hooper
ding, ding, ding,
Funhouse.
ding. Can we get
Give me,
Krusty at the event? Come on, man. He's a clown.
give me Sweet Licks. I don't care about Hollywood Harry. Give me Sweet Licks.
I
Oh,
that's my thing is
ouch.
I think that house comes back. That's my big
Sweet
like.
Licks
I
or
think
Hollywood Harry
no Clowns
or
3D.
both?
I think the
Oh, shoot.
house. We know Hollywood loves to repeat stuff, and
And
that
it's
would be a
Slash is going to
Slash.
vault,
be a
and that's
clown
a
in it.
vault pick. That's a
Well, no,
vault pick.
Slash did the music for it.
The original,
Yeah.
yeah, the original
Hmm.
Slash score.
Got
I
a
Sorry,
already have a
nice
shirt
Hollywood.
ready.
tradition going. Is there like
Star,
a,
Star,
I was going to say, is
in
there a
general,
Latin clown that they can use? Because, John Murray loves the
they can make one.
Latin-esque houses.
Monstrous, but it's all clowns. Oh no, the luchadors. Make it a house.
Yeah, that's true. You could throw
That's
a
what I
nod
heard.
into Doink the Clown.
Eh,
Hmm.
Killer
Killer clowns.
Clowns. Yeah.
Clown of the I forgot about that movie. To be honest with you.
Yeah, we'll hear that
It's a
music
no,
over and over again.
that movie's hilarious. There's a
I
scene in it where it feels something straight out. Have you seen Clown in the Cornfield? There's a
Yes,
No.
scene that
I have.
feels it feels straight out of Scooby Doo. One of the scenes where it's just like spoiler if you haven't seen it 2 hours into the live stream, uh, where it's like the whole group is lined up and then they're all looking for the clown. They look all to the left and then the clown's just on the left. It's peak. It's hilarious. I love it. That's it. You're good.
Okay, I missed it. I didn't hear it. Cool.
Oh, you
Um,
didn't watch it yet. Okay.
Yeah, that's why he
Are you,
he
are you
unplugged.
going to do 31
I
days of
unplugged.
clown movies to
Clown
represent the
movies.
carnival?
I
Yeah.
like
Lead
maybe
up to
four
Horror Nights.
clown
You're going to do
movies.
31 days
I
of.
like
I'll do
four
31 clown
movies
movie
or
reviews.
Killer Clowns, The Funhouse,
Stitches.
Stitches.
I'll add that.
Chapter.
Sure.
It. Chapter 1. Chapter 2.
Chapter 1,
No.
Chapter 2,
Nope,
the
skip it
You said
original.
down.
no.
The,
You said no.
Um,
Did you say no?
What's
they're Warner Brothers. He won't
Killer
get the
Clowns? I
rights.
just said that. I already said Killer Clowns. There's another one that I was thinking that. Oh, Poltergeist has a clown in it. That's fine. I'll watch
That's
that
true.
again.
And the 2015 remake. Uh,
I feel like, was there.
Of-
Oh,
of
31
Poltergeist.
days. Rob Zombie. I never
Yeah.
saw it. But,
Oh, House of a Thousand
House
Corpses.
of a
Yeah,
Thousand Corpses.
with the
with
Captain Spaulding.
3 from Hell.
Terrifier. How are we forgetting
One.
that one?
2, 3.
Carnival of Souls.
Carnival.
Ooh, Scary
Does,
Movie 2.
does Carnival of Souls have a clown in it?
I thought there was a
I
clown in
don't
it.
think so.
No?
It's a carnival, but not clown. There's no clowns in it. I don't think.
Oh.
Because you watched that movie last year, right, Chris? For your horror like
Yes.
binge. I love that movie.
There's one called Black Clown. Interesting. Halloween. Oh, there's some interesting clown movies. Oh, Spawn. I mean, that doesn't technically clown, I guess. Oh, yeah, Jack in the Box. That was a good one. Yeah.
Never been there.
See, I see y'all throwing stuff at me like this is like ball knowledge in here. I don't know. I think we open up the floodgates because we're talking about clown movies.
Oh, yeah, the Killjoy series. Yeah, that's true.
I will say the Funhouse is probably my favorite like clown like creepy carnival movie ever made. Killer Clowns I don't really count because that one is silly. That's a comedy. I take that at face value. But like actually being a creepy movie,
Who
The
directed
Funhouse.
that one?
Toby Hooper.
Toby Hooper. That's right. Yeah, I like that one.
Right
Yeah, I
before
remember
Poltergeist.
seeing this one. Yeah, I think I actually have it on DVD.
Yeah, it's on Prime with
But yes,
subscription.
none of these are rumored to be at the event this year.
No, this is
Universal
just-
probably will not have the rights to.
This is just a joke. But for those wanting to watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space, it is free on YouTube and on Tubi and on Pluto. And if you haven't seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space,
Yeah, what are
What
you
are you
doing?
doing?
what are you doing?
Why are you 2 hours into this live stream and you haven't
Could have
watched
already
this
watched.
movie?
You could have already watched
You
the
could
movie by now.
have watched it. You could have been done with the movie and back at the live stream.
They even have a Fortnite style game.
They have it. I played it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I love yeah, I love how silly. I can't wait. Aren't we supposed to be getting a sequel to that? Killer
Man,
Clowns.
that
The game?
was- I
The
feel like
movie.
that was long rumored for
Oh, yeah,
so
but, like,
long.
that's-
Chiodo. They keep
I remember
talking
when the
about it.
Chiodo
I remember when the
Bros.
house happened. They were like, "It's coming for sure," and now it's just never
Years
happened.
later.
Well,
It's
it's
still
okay.
We
on
are.
the way.
Take your time with it, you know.
Hey,
Eventually,
here it is. The
Or a
Return of the Killer.
Netflix series, or like
I don't know about it. I don't know if a series is necessarily. I think Killer Clowns is is a perfect like 80-minute movie. Doesn't need any more expanding.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. I think we're good.
that is
Yeah, solid.
it. Yes. We talked about everything.
Clown movies and stuff. Has what?
Have the.
Oh shoot. Oh God.
Oh wait, no one answered that question. Was he anywhere last year? He
All right,
wasn't
guys. So
involved.
we're gonna wrap this up and end the stream. I don't know if he was anywhere.
I would have thought he'd been in Dolls, but maybe not. I, mean,
I don't
that
think
would
they
only
point. I
make
mean,
sense.
I toured
That's too
9 out of
on
10
the
houses, and they
nose.
didn't tell me where he was. So
Well, I should have asked Charles Gray when I talked to him for the 2 seconds.
he would have told you. I don't
Question.
He wasn't there last year because he was stuck in the Oddverse.
know. Right.
Ah. Easter
Yeah.
Sunday when we get. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Right. Well,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
praise
All right.
be.
Well,
End the stream.
that has been it for another
Church is over.
very long live stream.
Not too long.
I told Dreamport this was going to be an hour. I lied.
This guy's
I
got
guess.
it. Yeah, Lash has got to go, bro.
Poor Losh.
It's okay.
Buy,
I work in 3
2 Red
hours.
Bulls tomorrow.
But yeah,
I'm just gonna take a shot of vodka. I'll be fine.
No. Not another 2 hours. No. Yes, definitely check out Dreamport's video. He put it out today. Check that out if you want to dive deeper into the lore, the Easter eggs. Definitely check out Losh's video. He went over the Irish store closing and some of the Universal updates. And we learned that you love the shirt. So,
all right.
that has been it. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. And we will catch you on another live stream at some point when we have more stuff to talk about, obviously. Well, Albert said it, not me. I assume if something gets announced,
We'll talk
yes,
about.
you can probably,
We'll talk about it
you
at
can
some
probably
point.
guarantee Dreamport will do a 2-hour deep dive.
No, 2
into
hours.
Evil
Let's
Dead
relax.
history.
Let's relax.
Take it easy.
That's your iceberg one. Gotta do it.
Let's put that out there for the. Let's let it out to dry for a few months. So, yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.